Virginia. Chris Blake joined by Frogs head coach Mark Campbell and talking about these back-to-back games back home after a couple on the road. After that 40-point performance by Olivia Miles against Baylor, you get another 19th ranked team in here tonight. Really what's this little 3-day stretch kind of been like?
Yeah, you're just locked in on handling the task that's right in front of you. So staff did an incredible job. Chavi did an incredible job on the Baylor scout. And then you turn that page and you have another incredible team. So these last two games are basically, you approach it. That Baylor game's the biggest game of our season. And that you turn the page and now this game's the biggest game of the season. And that's what February is. Our program's in position to chase a league title. And in order to do that, you got to be just laser focused on the next game. And so West Virginia, one of the best teams in the country, having a fantastic season. Obviously beat them on a buzzer beater in Morgantown, and we're well prepared and ready to go for this one tonight.
Wanted to ask you a little bit more about the 40-point performance by Olivia Miles, since you've had a couple of nights to sleep on it. But just even by her standards, it was a remarkable performance. First player ever to hit 10 threes on the road versus a top 25 team. 7 threes in the third quarter, most in a quarter in conference history. The list goes on of the firsts. Now that you've had a few more hours to think about it, what can you say about her night Thursday?
That's what she's capable of. When we were able to sign her and bring her here, she truly is a generational player, generational talent that impacts the game in so many ways. We've seen multiple triple doubles from Olivia Miles, multiple 10-plus assist games. Now she scored 40 in a college basketball game, which is incredible. And the way she did it, hitting 10 threes, she just has the ability to impact the game in so many ways. And also, she's a pass-first playmaker. And so for her to take 23s, it just shows you the growth, the confidence in herself, taking what the defense gives you. But I think she's been in a rhythm the last couple of games of just impacting game in so many areas. And I would say same thing with Marta's in a rhythm the last couple of games. And then obviously Dono and Tay have just been absolutely nails for us. So as this journey's unfolding, your hope is a lot of these players that you get them for 7 months. You hope at this point of the journey, they're really confident and comfortable in what they're doing and what we're trying to do.
One of the things that jumped out against Baylor was the lack of fouls. Baylor's a physical team. They like to get to the line. You guys stayed out of foul trouble. Tonight, you play a West Virginia team that is also physical. Was that an emphasis going into that game against the Bears?
It's a growth. It's something that we've emphasized over the course of the season. We're really skilled. We can really shoot it. And we have to, do better in our physicality, our ability to rebound, our ability to defend. And so that's something that over the course of the season, we've needed to get better at. And tell you what, to go in there to Waco against a really talented physical ball club and to impose our will, couldn't be more proud of this group and the evolution and the growth. And so it's another test tonight that's going to be, the key is physicality. Again, being able to defend, keep them off the glass. And then a huge part of just mental toughness against these guys is taking care of the basketball, making simple plays.
You mentioned taking care of the basketball. Both teams, actually, in the last game against the Mountaineers, had a season high in turnovers, 24 for you, 23 for West Virginia. That's something they do well, so there are going to be turnovers, but what's the key to managing those turnovers and playing through it?
Yeah, that's been a process for us this season. Something we harp on is making the simple play. That sounds easy, but when you have a group of really talented basketball players, you want to give them, the freedom to be playmakers and to have creativity. At the same time, you can't be careless with the basketball. And so, that's been a process of this new group and 10 new players, of making sure they value every possession, make sure they value the basketball, because when they do and we get a good shot up, we're one of the most talented offensive teams in the country. And so it's been neat, Chris. This team is growing. They're enjoying the journey, and they keep getting better.
One stat that jumped out looking at West Virginia getting into this game, Jordan Harrison, over her last 3 games, has 18 total steals in just 3 games. Have you seen anything different over the last 3 than when you saw them in Morgantown from her on the defensive side?
Yeah, no, there's depends who your opponents are. Are those games home or away? Obviously down there in Morgantown with the crowd environment, they're able to turn up the pressure. And so I would need to know more details about it, but she's one of the best defensive guards in our league, in the country, and their scheme is to, force turnovers. So she does a tremendous job at that. We're fully aware of that, and we got to take care of the basketball today. And if we do that, we're going to give ourselves a great shot to get it done.
And finally, 3 regular season Sundays left, all 3 home games. How important is it for Fort Worth, for the student body, to make TCU basketball part of their Sunday routine over the next 3 weeks?
Yeah, we need them. This community and student body has been great. And our teams put ourselves in position, being 22-4, coming down the home stretch, to win another Big 12 championship, which will be incredible. It's never been done here. And so we need everybody to show up and come support this team, and they're worthy of it. And it's February, man. These battles are just dogfights and single possession games. And so that home crowd, we've won 39 straight. Hopefully tonight we can get number 40. But so far, the Shoal has been good to us, and we need the fans to continue to multiply and grow and give us that advantage.
TCU head coach Mark Campbell before the Frogs and the Mountaineers coming up at 7 on KTCU.
That's our exclusive conversation with TCU head coach Mark Campbell. Starting lineups and opening tip-off are next.
You think that's going to be a pretty big crowd over there tonight?
It's looking like it, considering we're still, it's technically 5 minutes from tip-off originally, but the fact that we still got 16 minutes until tip-off bodes well for this place getting pretty full before the ball's thrown up.
Yeah, it gives some people maybe some extra time to turn in those last Sunday night assignments, for students. So gives them a couple more minutes to submit, hit the submit button, let it go through, and then make your way over to the Schollmeyer. That's a big deal, Kim.
There we go. See, Peyton knows. Peyton, I know. But
it's been a while for me.
Oh.
How long? I'm just kidding.
No, but Chris, I wanted to start with you and just ask what a win on Thursday does for team morale. And it honestly felt like more than just one win. I know it only goes down as one win in the win column, but what that does for a team after kind of the last 2 weeks TCU has had.
I think it lifted a little bit of a weight. In addition to the 2 weeks, in addition to losing 2 of their previous 3 games, I think, a loss in that one makes winning a regular season conference title an uphill climb. Now you're in position where you don't have to win the rest of your games. You only have 3 losses in conference play right now. That's the fewest, along with West Virginia. And you can take sole possession with a win tonight. You get another shot at Baylor. You've got Iowa State, plus road games against Houston and Cincinnati. So the win on Thursday, I think, more than anything, bought you a little bit of breathing room to where if you would have lost Thursday night, every game the rest of the way would have felt like a must-win.
Yeah, and even comfortability in the Baylor game, right? Yeah. Breathing room was kind of the basis of that game. Towards the end, it didn't come down to the last shot, kind of like this past West Virginia game came down to last month. So breathing room is kind of the way to go if you're talking about how TCU's been doing things, because they've been doing it pretty comfortably, I guess we could say. And now we're back home in the Schollmeyer. Maybe a couple more shots go down. Maybe some more breathing room tonight.
Yeah, without a doubt. Breathing room and a weight off their shoulders. And I remember hearing you, Chris, talking on the broadcast how it seems like they were playing with a little bit more, energy and like looseness and just having some fun out there. So great to see the Frogs having some fun. In terms of like strict basketball play, we keep talking about the fouls in the second half and, ways to limit those. How do the Frogs just simply, just be a little bit more disciplined and calm down a little bit down the stretch and not foul so much?
I thought they did a good job against Baylor limiting fouls that we saw, particularly against Colorado, where you had a couple. Marta Suarez foul out of the game with 4 minutes to play. She only picked up 3 fouls in the game against Baylor. Clara Silva had 3. I think Bielefeld had 3 as well. But it looked like there was a concerted effort when Baylor got the ball down low. not to be less physical, but just to play smarter defense, stand straight up, don't go up into the offensive player, and make sure you weren't picking up early fouls, especially in allowing and-one opportunities.
That seems like it's kind of been the deal like all season long with that, right? I mean, we've come into the season knowing TCU has 3 roster spots with 6-7 girls on their team. So, I mean, using their frames, just keeping the hands up, defending without fouling has been so huge for TCU all season. We've heard it from Mark Campbell in multiple interviews. It seems like it's kind of like that before and after every game we're talking about it. And the emphasis has been shown. The TCU's been doing that recently, and it's been showing, definitely.
Yeah, they definitely were better, and it was great to see Marta obviously, not foul out because you need her out there. You need every available player, as we've talked about. But on that note, thank you, gentlemen, for the quick talkback segment. We will be right back with them in Schulmeyer Arena. We're going to take a quick break here as our pregame show rolls on. Just a reminder, if you just tuned in, tip-off is still 15 minutes away at 7:15. So keep it right here on The Choice, on 88.7 The Choice, your choice for TCU women's basketball.
It may be hard to believe, but people just like you are already saving money. FeedThePig.org makes it easy. Their simple savings plan teaches you how to start saving without going overboard. So you don't need to ditch the car and start rollerblading to work.
I look ridiculous.
You look ridiculous!
You don't need to start foraging wild berries.
I was skeptical, but these are actually pretty good.
You don't need to sell your organs on the black market.
Lie back. This is gonna hurt.
Yeah, that hurts. You don't need to rent out your apartment to drifters.
I made a fire with the wood in your bedroom.
That's my dresser!
And your closet door.
You just need an internet connection. Don't get left behind. Start your personal savings plan with the tips and tools on feedthepig.org. That way, you don't need to sell all your belongings and live in a commune.
These dungarees belong to all of us now, Tom.
Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to The Dog Show. Up next, we have Satchmo. Satchmo is a member of the Shelter Pet Group.
That's right, a group known especially for their couch-snuggling, ball-chasing, face-licking, and, of course, companionship. Now, let's see him in action.
Look how he makes eye contact with his person.
That's actually known as the treat stare.
How intuitive, and now he appears to be excitedly turning in circles.
Ah, the happy dance so common with this group.
But really, the best way to know an amazing shelter pet like Satchmo is to meet one.
Visit theshelterpetproject.org today. Adopt.
Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
I want to thank my mommy for loving me so much,
For taking me to the doctor when I broke my foot.
For leaving me alone when I wanted to be alone.
And now, as a grown-up, I'm thankful for being able to take care of you, my dear mom, for taking you to your therapies, for understanding that sometimes you simply want to be alone.
Roles change without us noticing. That's why AARP gives you the information to provide even better care for your loved one. Visit aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Welcome back into the KTCU studios. I'm your host, Cam Givada, and just another quick reminder, 7:15 tip-off for TCU versus West Virginia. If you are just tuning in, we'll get you back out to the Schulmeyer with Chris Blake and Peyton Lodge in just a little bit, but we're going to get to some quick keys to the game as we still have a little bit of time here in our pregame show. And, well, it'd be easy to say just repeat your performance from Thursday, but some facets of the game that the Frogs do need to repeat from Thursday to today is the aggressiveness. It was great to see how aggressive they were being, a lot of north to south, and Olivia Miles wasn't shooting from three. So just be aggressive. Go get to the free throw line. Marta Suarez, especially, being aggressive, being the player that she is, because she can get it done from inside the arc and out. Marta only did take 4 threes, and she made 3 of them. So you would love to see her staying aggressive. She got to the line twice, and she knocked down 10 of her field goals. So, again, you would love to see her stay aggressive and be the Marta Suarez she has been recently, and the Marta Suarez that we have to start the season. And then, of course, that defense as always. You have to play the defense that you've played all season, force the turnovers, force the steals. TCU has been forcing a lot of turnovers. So keep playing that defense. And most importantly, who's going to contribute outside of Miles and Marta? So Donovan Hunter has been playing great. You love to see Taylor Bigby, Clara Silva get involved, Clara Bielefeld, Talia Parker getting some run recently. So, the more that you can get some contribution outside of Miles and Marta, the better the Frogs will be. And on the other side of that, take care of the basketball today. Be intentful. Be smart. West Virginia will turn you over. They play tough defense and are always looking for a strip or steal. You cannot let West Virginia turn possessions over and turn you over and get extra possessions, because the Frogs, you just can't afford to give away extra possessions. And I think another thing that TCU would love to build on is the effort and intensity in rebounding, as Baylor is a great rebounding team, especially Dariana Little-Page-Buggs, who is the best rebounder in the Big 12 and only came down with 5 boards the other night. So that same effort and intensity that you showed in Thursday, you got to show tonight. I know it's not a rivalry game, but I think first place is more than enough motivation for the Frogs, as I know they want to repeat. And Olivia Miles has set the tone for this gauntlet stretch that TCU finds themselves in at the moment. So plenty of keys to the game. TCU, you got to execute down the stretch, of course. Slow the game down in the fourth quarter if it's a close one, which I expect it to be. There's just so much that TCU can build on, and you got to carry that momentum from Thursday into today's game. But on that note, we will take another short break, then head back out to Schollmeyer Arena with Chris Blake and Peyton Lodge right here on 88.7 The Choice, your choice for TCU women's basketball.
Welcome back to the $Gazillion Question. I'm your host, Bob. We've got Joe Schmo here for the final question. Okay, Joe, are you ready?
You betcha, Bob.
Okay, Joe, all you have to do is answer one of the following 3 questions. Question 1, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
I'd like to use a lifeline, Bob.
Question 2, what came first, the chicken or the egg?
No deal.
All right, last question, Joe. Do you drink and drive?
That's the easiest question in the world. A baby could answer that. No, Bob, you don't drink and drive because it's illegal and dangerous. I always have a designated driver if I go out to drink. Bob, I drink responsibly.
That's correct. You just won your life.
Wait, I thought I won $1 gazillion. What do you mean?
Remember, always be responsible and designate a driver when you drink. It could save your life.
This is brought to you by your concerned friends at FM 88.7 The Choice.
This is the news. This morning, we are saluting the 2.2 million women who have joined in the war effort. They now make up 37% of the workforce, changing their role forever.
The prestigious Harvard Medical School is breaking ground today, opening its doors to new female applicants.
Today, little girls all over the world look to the sky, where the first woman is now in space.
Military stereotypes are challenged today with the trailblazing promotion of a U.S. female officer to 4-star general. It was just announced that the vast majority of last year's doctorate degrees were earned by women.
We've come so far, but our news is changing for the worse. More women die from heart disease and stroke than men, even though it can be prevented. Make a change at GoRedForWomen.org today. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the American Heart Association's Go Red for Women.
It's the 17th ranked Horned Frogs and the 19th ranked West Virginia Mountaineers for sole possession of first place in the Big 12 on a Sunday night in Fort Worth. Hi there, Chris Blake and Peyton Lodge at Schollmeyer Arena with Cam Guevara back at the KTCU studios. The Horned Frogs coming off an exhale type of win against Baylor on the road in Waco on Thursday night, 83-67, a game that saw Olivia Miles become the first Horned Frog player in 2 years to score 40 points in a game. It's the most against a ranked team in Division I this season, and there's a lot more superlatives and qualifiers that go along with that performance that we'll talk about as we go on tonight. Marta Suarez added 27 for TCU as the Frogs beat the Bears for the 4th time in a row after a losing streak that dated back to 1990. West Virginia, meanwhile, comes in at 21-5, 11-3 in conference play. A half game ahead of the Horned Frogs, tied with Baylor for first in the conference, though Baylor already won this weekend, so the Mountaineers have played an extra game than the Bears. West Virginia coming off a 106-56 win over Central Florida in Morgantown on Wednesday. A game that saw them score the most points ever in a conference matchup. Second meeting of the year between these two, and we do not expect 83 points for the Horned Frogs or 106 points for the Mountaineers tonight, Pete.
No, probably not. But TCU coming off that 83-67 win, and the biggest thing there is the 67 points they give up, right? Not just because 67 is the biggest number in 2026 right now, the most popular thing ever, but it's because of the fact that they gave up 16 and 19 points in the third and fourth quarter to the Lady Bears, and that was really impressive defensively for TCU. But one word, Chris, under. If I'm Olivia Miles, I'm begging these defenders to continue to go under these ball screens and these pick and roll ball screens. 10 threes against Baylor on Thursday night, 40 points. She put up 20 threes because the defense continued to allow her to shoot them just by simply going under. 20 threes. I mean, we might see this West Virginia team who takes pride in their defense chase over the top tonight, defending the pick and roll, which will allow TCU to play 4-on-3 basketball a lot after that, and Miles will have a lot of options. So I expect to see Olivia Miles, the facilitator, tonight, and we're going to see TCU get a lot of open looks from the perimeter from players like Donovan Hunter, Marta Suarez, Taylor Bigby. TCU just needs to be ready to knock them down, and at home, I think they do.
It'll be interesting to see how that single performance by Olivia Miles against Baylor affects how defenses play the Horned Frogs. Really, for
OG&E, we energize life.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Have lunch at Norman's favorite hidden treasure, Midway Deli, tucked away at the corner of Chautauqua and Eufaula. We may be a little hard to find, but we're even harder to forget. Midway features delicious gourmet sandwiches and a great selection of homemade soups, pastas, and stews. Whether it's lunch or catering or booking our food truck, you'll love the food from Midway. Open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. every day. Breakfast is served all day. The Midway, serving great food to Norman since 1955.
Josh Elmer back with you in Arlington, and welcome back to the Sooner Pregame Show presented by Walden Cleaners and Laundry, where the difference is quality. Oklahoma 2-0 after wins against Big 12 foes Texas Tech and Oklahoma State. They'll see another here in just about 18 minutes or so from right now in TCU. The Sooners led last night by newcomer L.J. Mercurius, the right-hander transferred in from UNLV, mowed down 12 Cowboys last night, and that tied L.J. Mercurius's career high in strikeouts. Had the chance to catch up with the winning pitcher of record last night, L.J. Mercurius, before first pitch tonight. Here with victorious Sooner starter from the Bedlam win last night, L.J. Mercurius. L.J., man, what a debut as a Sooner. How did last night feel for you?
Felt pretty good. We have a good team, so it's been fun all year, and we just continued that fun yesterday.
Career high tying, 12 strikeouts last night. It looked like everything was working for you out there, but what was working for you?
Everything. Definitely breathing was my main focus. So I had my breath under control, and then I had the rest of the game under control. So, yeah.
It's one start for you at Oklahoma, and you're no stranger to starts. You started 11 times at UNLV last year, but What does last night do for you for this season?
It kind of shows me a blueprint of what I need to do to prepare and what I need to do with my visualization in the dugout to continue some of that success. So kind of just following that blueprint throughout the year and just keep stacking starts. So, yeah.
For you guys as a team, being in this environment in Globe Life Field, against the teams that you've seen, Texas Tech, Oklahoma State, and obviously TCU tonight, performing the way that you guys have collectively, what does that do for this squad?
It really puts in perspective the amount of work we put in this fall. I know we especially this past month, we all been sick, coming in and out of practice, and when we're at practice, we're working really hard, and so kind of just solidifies in our mind that we've done the work, and so now it's time to show it.
Okay, most importantly, you posted on social media, this is the best baseball moment, seeing Xander, little brother, punch out a Red Raider on opening day. What was that like to see Xander in that moment?
Man, it was awesome. I remember I faced Texas Tech my freshman year, and they killed me, and so seeing my brother kind of get back for me, his freshman year was awesome. I mean, I played Texas Tech every year I've been in college, and I've won one, lost one, and to see him come out and continue to keep us with the lead and get his first career strikeout is one of the best moments. So yeah.
LJ, congratulations on a great start to 2026, man, and welcome to Sooner Nation.
Thank you, appreciate it.
There you go, LJ Mercurius, a terrific start to his 2026 season. Sooner starters off to a rip-roaring start collectively, and we'll see if the left-hander, Cord Rager, the freshman, can keep that moving along for Oklahoma tonight. Counting you down to first pitch between Oklahoma and TCU. It's the final game of the Shriners Children's College Showdown from right here in Arlington, Globe Life Field. And it is the championship game. These two teams, the remaining unbeatens down here at Globe Life. Just around the corner, let's hear from Oklahoma head baseball coach Skip Johnson. You're listening to Sooner Baseball. It's the Sooner Pregame Show presented by Walden Cleaners and Laundry, where the difference is quality. Sooner Baseball from Learfield.
Life is yours to spend. Spend it making more money. Spend it making more memories. Spend it learning a new skill. Spend it teaching an old trick. Spend it career climbing. Spend it mountain climbing. First United Bank. Spend life wisely.
They say if you don't like the weather in Oklahoma, wait 5 minutes and check it again. Nope, not there yet. Ah, that's more like it. Being comfortable is important, and if it's -5 degrees or 100 degrees, Norman Air has you covered. Our impeccable quality and unbeatable service is what sets us apart from our competitors. It's just part of our mission to keep Oklahoma comfortable. Visit normanair.com for all your heating, air, plumbing, and electrical needs. Norman Air, service to the max.
Speaking of technology, did you know that RK Black is an authorized dealer for Kyocera copiers? And the Kyocera copiers aren't just copiers. They're smart devices that can scan, print, fax, and email your documents with ease and security. Even better, they're backed by RK Black's award-winning service team that is built on nearly 70 years of taking great care of our clients. Whether you need a desktop printer or a multifunction copier, RK Black has the right product for you. Let's get the conversation started. Give us a call at 943-9800 or visit us at rkblack.com.
At Oklahoma Electric Cooperative, we value service, not profits. That's why we want to help you save on energy costs this winter. Here are a few tips. First, open curtains on your home's south-facing windows during the day and use the sun's heat for free. Second, seal leaky doors and windows using low-cost caulking or weather stripping. And third, be sure to keep the fireplace damp or closed unless a fire is burning. Visit okcoop.org for more ways to save this winter.
The big dance and big-time prizes are almost here from the home of Sooner fans. Mark your calendars on Monday, March 16th for the Refs' 25th annual 68-team giveaway at the newly renovated Buffalo Wild Wings in Moore off 19th Street from noon to 7 for your chance to win with the big dance or one of our many instant prizes. That's the Refs' 25th annual 68-team giveaway presented by Riverwind Casino, the Central Oklahoma GMC dealers, and Buffalo Wild Wings on Monday, March 16th.
Greetings again from Arlington and from Globe Life Field. It's the Walden Cleaners and Laundry pregame show where the difference is quality. Told you we'd take a peek at some of those national expectations before first pitch tonight, just to give you an indication of the weekend's opponents. The Red Raiders were picked 9th in the Big 12 preseason poll. Texas Tech, by the way, they nearly found their first win, but wound up falling in extra innings. Looked like Arkansas had them where they wanted them. Led 4-1 going to the 9th. Texas Tech roared back and actually played it for Arkansas. Needed a home run to force extra innings, but Texas Tech, they do come up empty in Arlington. So the Red Raiders picked 9th. Meanwhile, Oklahoma State was picked tied 5th in the Big 12 preseason poll. Oklahoma State did receive 9 first-place votes. And, of course, TCU, the Big 12 preseason favorite. What about Oklahoma? It's early, but the Sooners are making that 14th place SEC baseball preseason coaches poll. Well, they're making it look a little silly so far. The SEC baseball preseason coaches poll broke down like this. Defending national champion LSU, they received 9 first-place votes. They're the preseason pick. Texas second, Mississippi State third, Arkansas, who we saw over the weekend here in Arlington, 4th, Auburn 5th. And, of course, Oklahoma, we told you, preseason picked 14th. The NCAA tournament projections, D1 baseball had Oklahoma among its first 4 teams out. And in terms of conference representation, the SEC, they led the way in D1 baseball's preseason NCAA tournament projections. 13 teams out of the SEC projected to advance to NCAA regionals. That group headlined by defending national champion LSU, by Texas, by Mississippi State, and Arkansas, all projected as national seeds. Fellow SEC foes Auburn, Florida, Tennessee, Georgia, they are projected as NCAA regional hosts. And D1 baseball also forecasting Kentucky, Vanderbilt, Texas A&M, Ole Miss, and Alabama as NCAA tournament teams. And if you add it all up, according to D1 baseball's preseason NCAA tournament projection, Oklahoma is set to play 39 of its 54 games against teams that D1 baseball is projecting in its NCAA tournament field. So, of course, that group includes Oklahoma State, who OU beat last night, and TCU, who the Sooners will meet this evening. The Cowboys, a projected number 3 seed, and TCU, one of D1 baseball's regional hosts. So, a lot of opportunity in front of Oklahoma. The only SEC series on Oklahoma's 10 SEC series schedule that does not feature a team projected to the NCAA tournament by D1 baseball, that is the Sooners' home slate versus Missouri from April 17th through 19th. So you get it. A lot of opportunities. It's one of the nation's most daunting schedules, and all of it means there's plenty of opportunities for Oklahoma. This is Sooner Baseball from Learfield.
Burnt out on sugary sodas and souped-up energy drinks? Time to change the game with H2O, the MVP of fresh brewed goodness. With dozens of obsession-worthy flavors like sweet coconut, Georgia peach, and Texas chai, you can mix and match your favorites to dial in your perfect cup. They've got snacks and coffee on deck, too. So here's the play. Visit H2O.com to find locations or download the app to order online. You'll score a free tea for signing up and start stacking points with every sip. H2O, real tea, real refreshing.
Oh, mama! Sooner Nation, it's time to welcome the new official smoked sausage of OU Athletics, Conecuh Sausage. Conecuh Sausage uses the finest ingredients to make the best tasting hickory smoked sausage, perfect for your game day tailgate. So put the ponies in the barn and the smoked Conecuh Sausage on the grill. Enjoy at Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium and at all of your favorite OU Athletics events this year. And check them out online at ConecuhSausage.com. Conecuh Sausage, true Southern flavor since 1947.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation.
Groundworks, the preferred foundation repair company of the Sooners. Schedule a free inspection.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
At Toyota, we don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for details.
At Brahms, we offer more than just burgers, shakes, and fries. We have an entire fresh market for your everyday grocery needs, from farm fresh milk to meats, freshly baked breads, and produce. We also carry a wide variety of our premium ice cream, frozen yogurt, and sherbet. And with Brahms delivery trucks running 7 days a week, our items are always fresh. Stop by your neighborhood Brahms Fresh Market for an incredibly fast, incredibly convenient grocery shopping experience, so you can spend more time on things that matter most.
Good times are calling your name at Riverwind. So fill your heart with jackpots at OKC's favorite casino. Catch the hottest entertainment at the Showplace Theater.
Or take it all home on a classic table game.
Play with your wild card, and every Friday in February, you could win stacks of cash with our $250,000 Love Struck Luck giveaway. So make it a date, and we'll see you at Riverwind.
Welcome back. It's the Sooner Pregame Show presented by Walden Cleaners and Laundry, where the difference is quality. Sneaking up on first pitch between Oklahoma and TCU, and it's time now for today's pregame interview presented by Coca-Cola, an official partner of the Oklahoma Sooners. Here with Oklahoma head baseball coach Skip Johnson, counting down to first pitch versus TCU. Coach, Cord Rager gets the start for you tonight. What has impressed you about the youngster?
I think his poise as much as anything, and he had a really good fall in the spring, and so he earned the start, get the start today.
Coach, offensively, great start to the season for your bats. So what sticks out there?
I think separating balls from strikes, not chasing, and getting big hits in big moments. I think that's been really good.
Defensively, how do you feel about the first two games so far?
I think we played really good defense. Going back to our hitting, our two-strike approach has been really good. I think, Coach Rayleigh and Coach Reggie, they harp on it, and they've done really good. Our defense is, so far, knock on wood, has been really good.
Coach, TCU, big challenge this evening. What do you know about TCU?
And they're really well coached, and they're really physical, and they're really athletic, and they're a really good team, and they're really old, and it'll be a good challenge for us. If we're just we can't expect anything, just be ourselves and the best version of ourselves.
Appreciate you, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
That was head coach Skip Johnson, brought to you by Coca-Cola. Fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola. The two managers, Oklahoma's Skip Johnson, TCU's Kirk Sarloos, exchanging lineup cards as we speak. We'll step aside, and when we come back, we'll run down the batting orders, respectively, the starting lineups, and it'll be time for first pitch in Arlington, the finale of the Shriners Children's College Showdown, Oklahoma and TCU. This is Sooner Baseball from Learfield.
Now is the perfect time to kickstart your active lifestyle at the Carlstone 55-plus independent living community. Carlstone Adult Living Community offers a plethora of all-inclusive amenities such as restaurant-style meals, utilities, a storm shelter, elevator, fitness classes, movie room, and a pet-friendly environment. Give them a call today, 405-358-4445, or go online to thecarlstone.com and learn more about our luxury amenities today. Your new home awaits at the Carlstone in Norman.
Hey guys, this is Lisa Talley, owner and broker of 828 Real Estate. 828 Real Estate is your premier full-service commercial and residential real estate brokerage and property management firm. With our team of real estate agents and specialized property management team, 828 is here for you in every capacity. Whether a seller or buyer, an investor or renter, please explore our website at 828re.com. 828 Real Estate, service with purpose. 405-701-8881. Call us today.
When it comes to buying a home, you need a winning game plan. At Stride Bank, our mortgage team helps you get from kickoff to closing with competitive rates, local expertise, and personalized service. Whether it's your first home or your forever home, we'll be right there on the field with you. Learn more at stridebank.com. Stride Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Stride Bank, on your team since 1913 with Oklahoma roots and nationwide reach.
Oklahoma, Joseph Dabrowski, General Manager at Seth Wadley Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Pauls Valley. We know times can get stressful. At Seth Wadley Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Pauls Valley, we're here to make it count. That's why we're giving more money for your trade and giving way more than market value. Whether you need a Ram heavy duty, crew cab, cab and chassis, new Jeep Wranglers, Grand Cherokees, Gladiators, Ram 1500s, 2500s, and even 3500s, we have millions in inventory for you to choose from in all sizes and all trims. And always get America's best full-size truck powertrain warranty of 10 years and 100,000 miles. Oh, and if you have any challenges, just ask for me, Joseph Dabrowski, General Manager, to help your visit be one of the best you'll have anywhere. And you'll keep getting savings with Seth spending over $24 million and counting on a promise. Tell him, Seth.
That's my promise of oil changes and engines for life on new or used gas or diesel at no additional cost to you.
So get to the store with more at Seth Wadley Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on I-35 exit 72 in Pauls Valley, or click SethWadleyDodge.com.
Josh Elmer back with you in Arlington. It's time for first pitch right here from Globe Life Field. Oklahoma and TCU, the final game and what's morphed into the main event at the Shriners Children's College Showdown. Time for today's OU Health Player to Watch. Right back to the bump we go for a successive trio of days here. Cord Rager, the young left-hander for the Sooners. He's a quiet but confident guy. Oklahoma says he's been compared to Peyton Tolley due to the size and the extension on the fastball. We can expect from the Sooner starter for him to live tonight anywhere from 93 to 96. Fastball, a cutter, and a curveball and a change. Described as a good old country boy. That's Cord Rager, the starting Sooner arm tonight. Today's OU Health Player to Watch. OU Health, the academic health system of the University of Oklahoma. Never done, never outdone. The batting order tonight, the leadoff man for TCU is Cole Kramer. He's the second baseman. He jumps into the box right here. Sawyer Strohsnyder, he's the center fielder, batting second tonight. Big bat to watch. Chase Brunson, the right fielder, he'll bat third. Rager coming home with the opening pitch tonight, and he tosses the fastball a little bit inside for ball one to Cole Kramer. Lucas Franco will bat fourth tonight for TCU. He's the shortstop. Rob Liddington over at first base. Another pitch inside missing from Rager. Nolan Traeger, the man behind the plate tonight for TCU, batting sixth. Jack Arthur, the DH, batting seventh tonight. Rager tosses a 2-0 across. Fastball that finds its way home for strike one. Jack Bell, the third baseman, batting eighth, and Cole Eaton, the left fielder tonight for TCU, fouled back, and the count runs even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Couple of 2-0 ball clubs. Oklahoma and TCU perfect in the Shriners. Cord Rager bringing the 2-2 home. And he's got it in there for a called strike 3. Got him looking. 95-mile-per-hour fastball sits down the leadoff man, Cole Kramer, as tonight is underway. So Rager falls behind. 2 balls, no strikes to Cole Kramer. He battles back and punches him out looking. Sawyer Strohsnyder, the preseason Big 12 Player of the Year, batting left. Left-on-left matchup here. 350 hitter a season ago. Had 11 home runs. He stands in and he swings and he misses. Umpiring crew tonight presented by Cavens Group. It's Chris Koski behind the plate tonight. Rager, his 0-1. Stays a little bit upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Chris Koski behind the plate. Blake Felix at first base, John Bramer at second, and A.J. Wendell, the third base umpire tonight. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Rager tosses home and has strike 2. Another fastball from the freshman left-hander, Cord Rager. With 2 strikes, Oklahoma defensively shifts, playing the left-handed bat to pull it to the right side of the infield. And it's fouled back. Defensively tonight, Trey Gamble in left, Jason Walk, the center fielder, Nolan Stevens in right, Camden Johnson, the third baseman, Jackson Willits at short, Kyle Branch at second, Dayton Taki over at first base, and Dayton LaChance back behind the plate tonight. A swing and a miss. Another strikeout, this time swinging as Rager sits down Stroh-Snyder, and that's a big early couple of punch-outs, and in particular with Stroh-Snyder, the Big 12 preseason player of the year. So, couple of punch-outs for Rager, and Sooner starting arms. They just keep racking up the Ks to start 2026. Here's Chase Brunson. Rager tosses home and has another 94-mile-per-hour four-seamer in there for a called strike. Caught it on the outer half, away from the right-handed Chase Brunson. The 0-1 is lifted, popped up and away, foul, and quickly Cord Rager, no balls, 2 strikes. Brunson in the early going, batting .286. Couple of hits so far this season. The 0-2 pitch stays inside as Cord Rager misses for ball 1. The 1-2 is fouled backwards as Brunson fights it off. Again, Kramer, Stroh-Snyder, Brunson here. Franco, Liddington, Traeger, Arthur, Bell, and Eaton. That's the batting order tonight for TCU. Cord Rager's 1-2. Foul tipped into the glove of LaChance, and it's a 1-2-3 inning where Cord Rager, how about that, strikes out the side to start. Sooners grabbing the bats when we come back. Scoreless after half an inning in Arlington. This is Sooner Baseball from Learfield.
Here we go. Homeland brings savings and Sooner W's home all season long. Homeland is your go-to for all game day essentials. From tailgating treats to armchair game day snacks, we've got everything you need. Order now and enjoy the freshness and savings Homeland is known for. Hassle-free.
Good times are calling your name at the Showplace Theater with acts like Chicago, March 13th. Randy Hauser, March 21st. And Nate Smith, March 27th. Riverwind is OKC's favorite casino experience.
At Toyota, we don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for details.
Oklahoma grabs the bats. How about that start? Cord Rager strikes out the side. The debut, the freshman for the Sooners, off to a terrific start. It lines up like this for the Sooner batting order tonight. Jason Walk, the leadoff man. He'll be in center field. Camden Johnson, the third baseman, batting second. Dayton LaChance batting third. He's behind the plate tonight. Second time this season for LaChance behind the plate. Jackson Willits, the cleanup man. Nolan Stevens, he's batting fifth. Brendan Brock batting sixth tonight. And then Trey Gamble, Dayton Taki, Kyle Branch, 7, 8, 9 in the order. Walk shows bunt, pulls the bat back, and takes a strike from Lance Davis. Lance Davis, one of the top-rated players out of the state of Arkansas a year ago. Tosses home and gets a swing and a miss from Jason Walk. Lance Davis initially signed with Arkansas, but didn't play. He redshirted. And now making his debut tonight with TCU. He's in front 0-2. Tosses home and misses inside as Jason Walk watches ball one. 93 miles right there from Lance Davis, the right-hander. Davis, the 1-2. And he got him. Looking. So Jason Walk strikes out watching. And there's one away. Take a peek at tonight's Riverwind Casino keys to the game. Would have told you early outs for Cord Rager, and so far so good on that front. Trust your defense if you're Cord Rager. Go throw strikes. Don't make it larger than it is. And for Oklahoma, they really haven't created a ton of chaos. That's been the power surge so far for the Sooners in 26. Quick liner that gets past third base, past the glove of Bell. Camden Johnson, a big turn at first base, but he's aboard. First pitch swinging. He lines it out into left field, and the Sooners' first base knock of the night comes off the bat of Camden Johnson. Attacked the first pitch from Lance Davis and ripped it just past the glove of Jack Bell at third base. Bell had a chance at it, but it was scalded off the bat of Camden Johnson. So here's Dayton LaChance, a man aboard, one out. Right-handed bat. Watches the off-speed away for ball one. Couple of hits this season for LaChance so far, and he takes ball two here, jumping in front. 2 balls, no strikes. LaChance has worked a couple of walks this season. Again, a pair of hits, 1 double so far for Dayton LaChance. Big JUCO addition. Runner goes. The 2-0 is outside and swiping a bag right there, right on cue. Wondered tonight with our Riverwind Casino keys to the game, could Oklahoma get out and run a little bit more tonight? Haven't needed to the first 2 games of the season, but Camden Johnson swipes a bag right there. Riverwind Casino, the official entertainment destination of OU Athletics. Meanwhile, Dayton LaChance now 3 balls, no strikes. See if he's taken all the way here. Lance Davis looks over his shoulder to second, coming home with it. And he misses. Outside, it's ball 4. 4-pitch walk for Dayton LaChance, who's got his 3rd free pass of 2026. Yeah, just like that, after an opening strikeout from Jason Walk looking. Oklahoma, something cooking offensively perhaps in the bottom of the first inning. It was Jackson Willits last night that got things started with a 2 RBI double to right center, and he's up in a spot to drive in runs once more. Willits takes the slider for strike 1. Jackson Willits, 9 home runs a season ago. The pitch from Davis. Stays just a bit inside with the fastball. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, I think Oklahoma has already turned some heads this weekend with the way that Cam Johnson pitched and with L.J. Mercurius. But if they win tonight, they'll really grab some national attention. The 1-1. And that is upstairs away from Jackson Willits as he jumps in front of the count. 2 balls, 1 strike. Camden Johnson over at the second base bag. Dayton LaChance, he walked, and he's got a healthy lead over at first base. Willits takes the slider inside. 3 balls, 1 strike. The first baseman, Rob Liddington, is not covering the first base bag. He's out by the right field cut. So LaChance, a big lead. The 3-1 upstairs, it's outside, it's ball 4, and the Sooners got him loaded. So a first pitch single from Camden Johnson that was laced over to third base and off the glove of Bell, and now successive walks has loaded the bases against Lance Davis for TCU. And Nolan Stevens readying the Mississippi State transfer. Big early spot for Oklahoma to dent the scoreboard and grab the first lead tonight from Globe Life Field. Mound visit from TCU, trying to settle down the redshirt freshman righty Lance Davis. The University of Oklahoma and Sooner Sports Properties would like to thank our concession partners, Dos Equis, Dickey's Barbecue Pit, Shake's Frozen Custard, Gin and Juice, Pizza Hut, HTO, Coop Ale Works, Kona Ice, and Rock and Roll Tequila. Nolan Stevens now looking for his first hit of the season. No time better than the present with the bags juiced. Time is called. Home plate umpire. Hit the pause button. Chris Koski. Now everybody ready. Nolan Stevens for Oklahoma. First pitch, he drives it out to center field, and it'll sit down in front of the center fielder, Stroh-Snyder. One run is in. That's all Oklahoma will get, but Oklahoma grabs the opening tally tonight as Stevens, his first base knock of 2026, drives in Johnson, and Oklahoma leads TCU 1-0 in Arlington. A liner to center field. Stroh-Snyder just watched that sinking liner fall right in front of him. Looked like a sac fly off the bat for a moment, but it sits down. It's a base knock. Brendan Brock stands in, and he fouls back this first pitch. A sinker from Lance Davis. Brendan Brock, of course, the grand slam on opening day, and he could find another right here. Takes strike two. Watches the fastball in there from Davis. Bases loaded, full of Sooners. Just one away in the bottom of the first for Brendan Brock. And a good eye here. He watches this pitch. Off speed, it's outside. And it's ball one. Brendan Brock, another one of those JUCO additions for Oklahoma that they expected to add some pop. The 1-2. Brock grounds this over to second base. They flip to second for one, and Brock legs it out over at first base. So he prevents the double play. A run comes in to score as LaChance across home plate, and Brock makes it 2-0. Oklahoma early. Grounded to Kramer. He flipped to Franco, and Brendan Brock too fast to the first base bag. They couldn't double him off, and Oklahoma leads 2-0. So Camden Johnson around, Dayton LaChance around. Now, Sooners on the corners with two away. Throw over to first base, and Brendan Brock back safely. Willits at third, Brock over at first base for Trey Gamble. Gamble watches a slider for strike one. Of course, Trey Gamble delivered the big bop last night versus Oklahoma State. Busted things wide open with a 3-run blast to right. Runner goes, and sliding safely. Stealing second base is Brendan Brock. Willits, Brock, now each in scoring position. And the count is 1-1 to Trey Gamble. Throw down from Traeger. Didn't have a chance at Brock. The 1-1. Gamble fouls it away. Corkscrewing up and away down the third base line up toward the suites. Sent the opposite way from the left-handed bat right here of Trey Gamble. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch from Davis. Grounded. High chopper. Rolls over to second. The throw from Kramer in time to Liddington. And that retires the side for Oklahoma in the first, but not before Johnson and LaChance around to make it 2-0. Oklahoma. We've played one from Globe Life Field. Sooners in front. This is Sooner Baseball from Learfield.
The Whataburger Monterey Melt is back? You've got some nerve showing up here again, looking all delicious with your fresh all-beef patties, melty cheeses, grilled peppers and onions, and jalapeno ranch. When I want you, you're nowhere to be found. And now you're back? Aw, get in here. We just missed you, that's all. The Whataburger Monterey Melt is back for a limited time and harder to resist than ever. Download the app. What a burger!
For comprehensive coverage of college baseball and softball all season long, tune to Sirius XM College Sports Radio, Channel 84 in the car and on the Sirius XM app. Swing and a miss! Sirius XM is the home of your favorite team and conference, including live games, plus interviews and analysis. So cheer along with the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere.
Swing and a miss, she struck her out.
Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2025.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Get your kids into the game and behind the scenes by joining the OG&E Sooner Kids Club today. Presented in part by Orthodontics exclusively and by Devon Energy. Sooner Kids Club delivers the exclusive behind-the-scenes access, year-round ticket offers, Sooner gear, and more. So you can learn more and join today at Soonersports.com/Kids Club. Cord Rager back to it. Freshman Sooner lefty misses. Ball 1 to the leadoff man in the second for TCU, Lucas Franco. And another fastball out of the zone from Cord Rager as he falls behind 2 balls, no strikes to Lucas Franco. Franco regarded as one of the top shortstops nationally as he fouls back here. The number 8 freshman, according to Perfect Game. Rager's 2-1. A little bit tall, a little bit outside. 3 balls, 1 strike, Cord Rager to Lucas Franco, the TCU shortstop. Rob Liddington, Nolan Traeger, the scheduled hitters here. The 3-1 is a fly ball sent out to left field and twisting into foul territory. Gamble watched it as it went turning into the corner. And there's not a lot of real estate. If you've been to Globe Life Field, there's just feet between the foul lines, respectively, down left and right, and the stands. And it landed right in that small bit of dirt right there off to the side of the left field foul line. And Gamble was just watching it twist into the corner. The count is full. Cord Rager delivers the payoff pitch, and he misses. Upstairs, outside, it's a leadoff walk for Lucas Franco, and TCU has its first base runner aboard. Oklahoma baseball brought to us by Coca-Cola. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. Fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola today. Rager, let's see how he handles his first base runner of his Sooner career. High chopper that bounces over the head of Camden Johnson at third. Big turn. Oklahoma's Gamble throws into second base, and TCU, after a chopping single from Rob Liddington, puts now Horned Frogs on the corners. Liddington took a big turn at first base. Gamble threw to second. And Liddington spun around, backtracked for first base. Frogs on the corners, nobody away here, top two. And it's a left-on-left matchup. Nolan Traeger, the catcher, stands in. Traeger takes a fastball for a called strike. Traeger, a .327 hitter a season ago. The 0-1 stays out. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. TCU victorious last night over Arkansas 5-4. Rager looks to first now, coming home with the 1-1. Runner goes. It's a called strike. They throw down to second, and Willits, the throw took him in front of the second base bag. So Liddington safe at second, and Willits was guarding, I think, against Franco, making a break for it from third base. It was strike 2 to Nolan Traeger. Rager's 1-2. In the dirt away, and LaChance blocks as the count evened up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The crowd last night, north of 22,000 for TCU Arkansas. Razorback fans packed Globe Life all weekend long, and that was a single-game college baseball attendance record for here at Globe Life. The 2-2 is a fly ball sent into left field, and Gamble over the shoulder. He makes the catch, tagging and scoring is Lucas Franco. So the Frogs are on the board. Liddington had to stay put at second, and that was a nice play by Gamble in left. It looked like it had eyes on the alley for a moment, but Gamble covered ground and at the last moment reached up and made the catch for out number 1. Lucas Franco tags up and scores, though. And TCU on the board. It's 2-1 Oklahoma now. Jack Arthur, the Flower Mound native, the DH tonight for TCU, stands in and he takes strike 1. 91-mile-per-hour cutter, this time from Cord Rager. Liddington a couple of paces off the second base bag. Rager looks that way, now comes home. And his 0-1 upstairs, it's inside. The count evens up, 1 ball, 1 strike. And a fastball in there for strike 2. Rager looking for a big punch out. It's popped up. This stays on the infield. And Taki behind the pitcher's mound makes the play for out number 2. That retires Arthur. And Cord Rager now an opportunity to limit it to just the 1 run for TCU. A walk to Franco, a single from Liddington, and a sac fly and the pop-up here. Now Jack Bell to the plate. The left-handed bat, Rager tosses home. This one well outside, and a nice job by LaChance to keep that from reaching the backstop. Jack Bell, 5 home runs a season ago, 31 runs driven in, a .259 hitter. Rager tosses back to second base. Willits applies the tag, but sliding headfirst safely was Liddington. Rager back on the bump out of the stretch. The 1-0. Fouled back. And it's strike one on Jack Bell. Jack Bell, 1 for 4 so far this season. Couple of strikeouts. Rager, the 1-1, off speed, and it's in there, inside corner. Called strike number 2. First time we've seen the curveball tonight from Cord Rager. Looks to second. Now he's ready, the 1-2. And it's a fastball upstairs, outside, away from the lefty bat here of Jack Bell. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Oklahoma leads 2-1. Try to keep it that way right here in the top of the second inning. The 2-2 from Rager. And again, a fastball missing the zone. It was outside. The count is full to Jack Bell. Payoff pitch from Rager to Bell. Here it comes. And it's a swing and a miss. Big punch out as Rager finds his 4th strikeout tonight, and that strands Liddington at second, and Oklahoma stays in front. 2-1, we head to the bottom of the second. This is Sooner Baseball from Learfield.
For the professional, it's not enough to just possess knowledge. That's why at GMC, we seek to refine it, to wield its power, to redefine its boundaries, while pushing the limits. And we put this knowledge to the test in every GMC Sierra by engineering each one to outperform your expectations. So you know you're getting precision and durability when you need it most. And that's what makes the GMC Sierra the truck worth knowing. We are professional grade. See your Oklahoma GMC dealers.
Speaking of technology, did you know that RK Black is an authorized dealer for Kyocera copiers? And the Kyocera copiers aren't just copiers. They're smart devices that can scan, print, fax, and email your documents with ease and security. Even better, they're backed by RK Black's award-winning service team that is built on nearly 70 years of taking great care of our clients. Whether you need a desktop printer or a multifunction copier, RK Black has the right product for you. Let's get the conversation started. Give us a call at 943-9800 or visit us at rkblack.com.
I know this sounds crazy, but at First Liberty Bank in Norman, we answer the phone. Yes, we're serious, and we provide personal face-to-face customer service when you need it. Go ahead and try it. Call us at 405-561-0300. We'll promptly answer the phone, and you'll hear us say, "Welcome to First Liberty Bank. How may I help you?" Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Bank like a champion today at First Liberty Bank.
Josh Elmer back live from Arlington, from Globe Life Field. It's the Shriners Children's College Showdown, and as we move to the bottom of the second, it's Oklahoma in front, 2-1 now over TCU. Dayton Taki set to lead it off for Oklahoma. 8-9-1 scheduled. Dayton Taki, Kyle Branch, and Jason Walk due up if anybody can reach. It's Camden Johnson. Oklahoma Athletics would like to thank the official Eat, Play, Stay partners. Hal Smith Restaurants, Visit Norman, Cut Pop, Norman NCED, Midway Deli, and you can visit Soonersports.com for more information. We're ready in the bottom of the second. Lance Davis eyes Dayton Taki, and he tosses home, and he's got the off-speed slider in for strike one. Dayton Taki had the first home run of the 2026 season for Oklahoma against Texas Tech. He swings and misses, swinging over top the 92-mile-per-hour pitch. And he's down, no balls, 2 strikes. Taki, 2 for 7 so far this year with, again, the 2-run home run on opening day. The 0-2 pitch. Fly ball, high fly ball out to right field. Couple of frogs debating who's got it. Second baseman Kramer drifted all the way back, but it's the right fielder Chase Brunson that makes the play, and there's one away for the Sooners in the second. Now, Kyle Branch with one away. Kyle Branch, a .288 hitter a season ago, 33 runs driven in, and he was a perfect 14 for 14 on stolen bases. Cutter in there, called strike one from Lance Davis. So if Branch can get aboard, look for him to run, and he's been great swiping them when given the opportunity. The 0-1 misses away, count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Fastball away from Lance Davis. Oklahoma started to do its damage with one out in the first. High chopper rolls over to second, and Kramer gloves, throws to Liddington. There's quickly 2 away. Oklahoma baseball brought to us by Planet Fitness, a proud partner of Sooner Baseball. Multiple locations in Oklahoma. Planet Fitness can help you with whatever you're getting strong for. Join today. Jason Walk now, top of the Sooners order with 2 down, and he struck out looking his first time up. Watches ball 1 here. Jason Watt, couple of hits on the season, looking for his first extra base knock. Takes a fastball in there. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Davis, the 1-1 pitch is grounded just past the first baseman, Rob Liddington. Walk turns, big turn at first. They rifle it back to second base, and Jason Walk retreats with a single. 2-out single for Jason Walk. Nice piece of hitting right here from Jason Walk. Just pulled it right down the first base line and past Rob Liddington into right. Now Camden Johnson singled his first time up. It was hard hit the opposite way over to third base. Throw over to first, and Jason Walk slides safely. Camden Johnson scorched it over to third base. Jack Bell couldn't find it, and Camden Johnson came around, scored the Sooners' first run. Right here, Johnson watches the slider come across. Hard of the plate at strike 1. 75 hits a season ago for Camden Johnson at Wichita State. A .325 hitter. Oklahoma loves what he's added to their lineup. Throw over to first base. Liddington applies the tag, but well after Jason Walk was back safely. Camden Johnson can just do a lot of things well. Swings and misses here, though, and he's down 0-2. Hits for average and runs so well. We've seen those feet already often in 2026. Got a battle here. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 fouled back. Camden Johnson fights off the Lance Davis 93-mile-per-hour pitch. The left-handed bat of Camden Johnson, the right-hander for TCU, Lance Davis. He'll throw over to first base and walk again. Back standing safely. No balls, 2 strikes to Camden Johnson. Another throw over. And that will get, I think, the Sooner contingent a little restless in Arlington. Oklahoma trying to find some two-out magic in the second. Walk has singled. Camden Johnson in a two-strike count. Davis, the 0-2. Johnson drives this out to right field. And off the pole, it's gone! Camden Johnson cranks a two-run blast off the right field foul pole. And the two-strike blast from Camden Johnson makes it 4-1 OU. Karam right off the chicken is fair. Chicken is fair side of the foul pole. Two-run blast for Camden Johnson. Lance Davis comes back after Dayton LaChance, but he misses inside for ball one. LaChance lifts this out to left field and backtracking, and underneath it is Cole Eaton for the final out of the second. But the Sooners do find some two-out magic. Jason Walk singles, and Camden Johnson blasts a two-run home run off the chicken is fair portion of the foul pole and right. And Oklahoma leads 4-1 after two in Arlington. This is Sooner Baseball from Learfield.
No one plans for an injury, but when the worst happens, count on the best orthopedic team to turn your setbacks into comebacks. Ortho Central's comprehensive care has you covered, from expert orthopedic surgery and sports medicine to in-house imaging, physical therapy, and even a bone health clinic. So whether it's a fracture, a tear, or just life catching up with you, we're here to get you moving again. Ortho Central, it's in our bones to take care of yours. Learn more at orthocentralok.com.
This is Jake Aldridge, partner at Aldridge Teasdale. We know accidents happen when you least expect them, but if you're injured, your path to recovery and justice starts with the right attorney by your side. At Aldridge Teasdale, we understand that every injury is personal and that every story matters. You deserve an advocate who will fight for you. But don't wait. If you need medical assistance, you need to get it now, and we can help you with access to the best doctors in Oklahoma. Call Aldridge Teasdale today, 405-447-HURT. That's 405-447-4878.
Entrepreneurs and More Norman in South Oklahoma City have an experienced business partner in their neighborhood. More Norman Technology Center's workforce and economic development team understands the challenges entrepreneurs and small businesses face every day. From building an effective business model to hiring the right employees and managing cash flow, More Norman's business development experts can help you move forward confidently and thrive, knowing that you have a skilled partner at your side. Learn more about More Norman's Technology Center by calling 405-801-5000 or visit us online at mntc.edu.
The Oklahoma power surge continues. Camden Johnson, the latest to join the act for the Sooners. Two-run blast off the right field foul pole. And Oklahoma leads TCU 4-1 as we move into the third. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Sooner Baseball from Learfield.
You're listening to the home of Sooner fans, KREF, Norman, Oklahoma, and streaming live on the KREF app.
The Ref Sports Radio Network.
Cord Rager tosses in, and the leadoff man for TCU, Cole Eaton, grounds it foul. See if the run support allows Rager to settle in here. His 0-1. Brought the off-speed slider but missed. 1 ball, 1 strike to Cole Eaton. Limited action a season ago. And an off-speed in there that catches the outside corner of the plate. TCU fans groan, but it's strike 2. Just 9 at-bats for Cole Eaton last season. He was a .333 hitter in those 9 at-bats. His career began at Tennessee. Rager's 1-2. He's grounded High chopper, one hops to short. Willits throws, and it's dug out nicely by Dayton Taki. A slow one-hopper over to Jackson Willits. He fielded and bounced it over into the glove of Taki, and Taki picked it for out number one. Back to the top of the order we go for Cole Kramer. Struck out looking in the first part of Rager striking out the side in his debut. Rager tosses a fastball but misses upstairs. The 1-0 pitch from Rager bounces home, and quickly Kramer, just as he did in his opening at bat tonight, jumps in front, 2 balls, no strikes. Rager fell behind, 2 balls, no strikes to him, battled back and struck him out looking. See if he can dial something similar up here. The 2-0, and this time skipping again in front of home plate, and quickly Kramer in front, 3 balls, no strikes. Oklahoma leads TCU 4-1. 2 runs in the first, 2 runs in the second. The 3-0 pitch from Rager is a fastball straight across home plate, and it's strike one. Kramer sitting on that one, watching all the way. Now the 3-1 pitch is lifted, fly ball out towards center. Walk sprinting in, has the catch, and now he's stumbling backwards after the grab is made, but it's out number 2. Long run for Jason Walk. Branch drifted back with him. Stevens converging as well, but it was Walk that made the catch in shallow right center field. Here's Sawyer Strohsnyder, one of the big bats for TCU, the Big 12 preseason player of the year. He softly grounds this first pitch foul. Strohsnyder struck out his first time up tonight. He's already got 1 home run on the season, does Strohsnyder, and he swings and misses. Off-speed slider from Rager fooled him. With 2 strikes, Oklahoma defensively playing Strohsnyder to pull to the right side. Rager's 0-2. And he got him. Looking. So Strohsnyder, a strikeout victim twice already. And the Sooners, Rager, has another 1-2-3 inning, this time in the third. Oklahoma in front of TCU. They lead it 4-1 in Arlington. This is Sooner Baseball from Learfield.
Have lunch at Norman's favorite hidden treasure, Midway Deli, tucked away at the corner of Chautauqua and Eufaula. We may be a little hard to find, but we're even harder to forget. Midway features delicious gourmet sandwiches and a great selection of homemade soups, pastas, and stews. Whether it's lunch or catering or booking our food truck, you'll love the food from Midway. Open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. every day. Breakfast is served all day. The Midway, serving great food to Norman since 1955.
Oklahoma Athletics is proud to partner with the industry that shares the values that makes our state great. Grit, determination, teamwork. Those words describe Sooner Nation and the people who produce the energy we need to make our modern lives go. We welcome our new energy partners from all across our great state and appreciate the essential work they do to keep our economy and our state strong. Because when our energy partners and athletics come together, Oklahoma wins.
Oklahoma Energy Partners is powered by Mewborn Oil, energy for a better tomorrow. Patterson UTI, energizing progress. Gore Nitrogen, quality without question. Williams Energy, experience powers us. Plains All-American Pipeline. Plains moves the energy that powers the modern world. Devon Energy, commitment runs deep. and by OG&E. We energize life.
For all things college baseball, including live games and talk, tune in to Sirius XM College Sports Radio, Channel 84, and streaming on the Sirius XM app. Oklahoma back to it, bottom three, leading TCU 4-1. A pair of runs across in both the first and the second. First pitch from Lance Davis skips home in front of home plate to Jackson Willits, who walked in the first. Camden Johnson, 2-run home run off the foul pole and right in the second. The offensive highlights so far tonight. Willits watches a fastball away. 2 balls, no strikes. Davis kicks, fires, and his 2-0 misses. So Jackson Willits could be working on a second free pass right here. The 3-0. Fastball that finds its way home for strike one. 3 balls, 1 strike to Jackson Willits, the leadoff man for Oklahoma in the third. The 3-1 pitch. Willits drives this out to left field in a sinking liner. Cole Eaton manages to sprint and find in left center field. Willits lines the 3-1 pitch out to left center, but Cole Eaton just able to track it for out number 1. Nolan Stevens stands in. Left-handed bat right here for Oklahoma. Stevens sends it to the same spot just about. First pitch swinging, and he lines out to left field as Eaton collects another. And there's 2 away. Now Brendan Brock, the Sooner designated hitter. First pitch in on the hands, and he chops it foul. Brendan Brock, a .462 average in the JUCO ranks last year. The 0-1 inside count even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Brock drove in one of those 2 runs in the Sooner first. Fielder's choice. This time he's just going to line it out to center field. And Brock, a 2-out single to center. Found one upstairs and in on his hands. And he lifted it out to center field. Gives Trey Gamble a chance here in the third. Trey Gamble last night. 3-run home run out to right. Grounded out to second, first time up this evening. He watches ball 1. Oklahoma, a 4-1 lead, playing in the bottom of the third. Throw over, and Brock slides safely to the first base bag. TCU, number 10 in the D1 baseball poll. Oklahoma ranked number 19 by perfect game. They're receiving votes in a couple other places. The 1-0 is outside. 2 balls, no strikes now to Trey Gamble. The Horned Frogs, the Big 12 preseason pick, the favorite in the Big 12. 2-0, Gamble takes inside, and it's ball 3. Trey Gamble already 4 walks this season. He'll take a fastball for a called strike. Couple of home runs for Trey Gamble. Homered on opening day. And again, last night, the 3-run bop to right. Brock goes the 3-1 in there for a strike and throw down to second. Skips away. Brock going to turn from second. He was safe there as the throw went off the glove at second, and he races down. He'll take third as well. Brock would have beaten the throw to second regardless. The throw down from Traeger to second skipped into center field, and Brock went ahead, turned, and took third base. He was well in front of the throw at second. So a gift for Oklahoma. Payoff pitch. And Gamble, soft chopper. The pitcher fields and throws just in front of the first base line. It stayed fair. Lance Davis fielded and turned and soft toss to Liddington for the final out of the third. So Brendan Brock singles to center. He makes his way over to third base, but he's left stranded as Gamble, the soft ground out. 1-3 on the putout in the third. We've played 3. Sooners in front 4-1. It's Sooner baseball from Learfield.
Feeling stuck in your current home? Now is the best time to make a move. Home Creations is making home ownership more affordable with low interest rate opportunities and special financing. Don't wait. Live like a champion today. Call Holly at 405-364-9999 to find your dream home.
364-9999 means Home Creations.
Come on down to River Bottom Nursery at one of their 2 locations in OKC. Now under new ownership, River Bottom serves both the commercial industry as well as the gardener and homeowner at both their plant and tree nursery locations. River Bottom Nursery has everything you need to make your yard paradise. Call them today, 405-735-3636, or swing by one of their 2 locations. RiverbottomNursery.com, Oklahoma City's premier tree and plant nursery.
Dealing with a water emergency in your home or business? Don't panic. Call Cavens Group right away. Hi, this is Reese from Cavens Group. Our fast response team is available 24/7 to extract water, dry your property, and prevent costly damage. With advanced equipment and certified technicians, we handle leaks, floods, and unexpected disasters quickly and professionally. Protect your property and peace of mind. Call Cavens Group at 405-573-3048 or visit cavensgroup.com.
Oklahoma in front, 4-1. We move to the fourth between Oklahoma and TCU. Sooner baseball brought to us by OG&E. We energize life. Cord Rager, 4th inning of work, and he starts it by missing to Chase Brunson. Rager's 1-0 across, evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. 75-mile-per-hour slider. Rager tosses inside fastball. Too far in, and the count, 2 balls, 1 strike. Rager ready to work quickly. His 2-1 again in there. This time it catches the inside corner, and it's strike 2. Chase Brunson struck out, part of the 3 Horned Frogs that were struck out in the first as Rager struck out the side. His 2-2 is ripped through, grounded through the left side in the 5-6 hole. So Brunson singles through the left side, and the Frogs start the fourth with a man aboard. takes us to Lucas Franco. Walked and scored the Frogs' lone run so far tonight, that in the second. Rager kicks, fires, tosses inside, and Franco has to jump out of the way. It's ball one. Rager, his 1-0 pitch. A fastball that's in there, opposite half of the plate from the left-handed bat of Franco. It's strike one. Again, Franco, highly thought of freshman. Perfect Game ranked him as the number 8 freshman. Rager going to throw over to first base. Taki tags Brunson, and Brunson back standing safely. After tonight, the Sooners right back here tomorrow versus New Mexico State. That'll be a 6:30 first pitch. Rager ready with the 1-1. And the fastball stays out. It's ball two. And then after tomorrow night versus New Mexico State, the home opener from Kimry Family Stadium, the reimagined Kimry Family Stadium. That'll be fun at the end of next week. Rager tosses the 2-1 home, and it's grounded foul by Lucas Franco. The bullpens at Kimry Family Stadium now set to be in the outfield. That right field fencing, it's going to come in 10 feet or so. And the chain link fencing, fans will be able to sit back there in the outfield and look through it. Rager will throw over to first base. The batter's eye supposed to be much bigger. So it part of the first phase of a new look at Kimry Family Stadium. Rager, the 2-2. A swing and a miss. Got him with the changeup. So Franco strikes out, and there's one away for the Frogs in the fourth. Brunson singled to start the fourth. Franco strikes out here. Now Rob Liddington with 1 on, 1 out. Rager again paying all sorts of attention to Brunson at first. Cord Rager's collegiate, obviously Sooner debut tonight. The left-hander tosses home, and the curveball in for a called strike. Rob Liddington singled first time up tonight. Rager, his 0-1 pitch, bounces in front of home plate. Nice job by LaChance. Leaping forward, grabbing the baseball, and keeping Brunson at first base. Oklahoma leads TCU from Globe Life Field, playing in the top of the fourth inning. It's Oklahoma 4, TCU 1. The Sooners out-hitting TCU right now, 5-2. Cord Rager on the bump for the Sooners. The freshman lefty will throw back to first base. TCU fans getting frustrated. Cord Rager, 1 ball, 1 strike to Rob Liddington. Rager deals, and the lefty gets a swing and a miss. Fastball by him at 93. Cord Rager trying to work around a leadoff single. Here's his 1-2. And though LaChance tried to frame it up, it was downstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fastball stayed low. Rager. Ready? Nope. Off to first base once more. Two balls, 2 strikes to Rob Liddington. 1 on, 1 out for TCU in the 4th. Rager now coming home with it and gets the strikeout. Swing and a miss. A fastball in on the hands, and Liddington couldn't find it. And there's 2 away. Cord Rager trying to again work around the leadoff single from Brunson. A couple of strikeouts of Franco and Liddington. Now he faces Nolan Traeger. Left on left matchup here. Rager again going to throw over to first base. Trying to hold that runner, Brunson, over at first, or catch him napping. Traeger, the Horned Frog catcher tonight. Runner goes. It's in for a strike. Throw down, and the tag applied on the heel in time. They say that LaChance has gunned down Brunson trying to swipe second. Brunson wants another look at it. Willits tagged the heel as the throw was off toward the first base side of second base. And we're probably headed for a replay here. Right now, though, that would be the end of the 4th inning. And a caught stealing of LaChance of Brunson, and they will go take a look at it. And we'll get another look at it in the booth here. Official review. Sooner Baseball, by the way, brought to you by the OU Community Cornerstone Partners, Fowler Auto Group, OG&E, OU Health, and Coca-Cola. The University of Oklahoma Athletics, one with you. It's a official review brought to us by McIntyre Law. Visit McIntyreLaw.com to connect with their team of award-winning Oklahoma personal injury attorneys. Watching the Flow broadcast as we speak, and they have not. Okay, here they're going to show a replay now. He was in for a called strike. Yeah, Willits got him. He's out. Let's see. No, that. Yeah. Get another slowed down look at it. The first angle looked like he had him for sure. And I think he got the tag before the left hand got in there. Putting these 2 replay angles together, I think they'll stick with the call on the field, which is caught stealing. They're zooming in to make sure that Willits got the tag right here on Brunson. McIntyre Law replay, McIntyreLaw.com, where you can connect with their team of award-winning Oklahoma personal injury attorneys. Chase Brunson trying to swipe second base. Korterager knew that he'd try to be off to the races and was holding him at first base with a throw over there, one after another. Umpiring crew taking an official look at it. Now they're out from under replay. They'll make the official call. And yes, he's out. They caught him stealing. LeChance catches Brunson trying to swipe second base. And that ends the fourth for TCU. Oklahoma remains in front 4-1. This is Sooner Baseball from Learfield.
There's a big deal going on at Whataburger. Our new Big Ranch Wrap is just $3 with a crispy chicken strip, buttermilk ranch, cheese, and fresh veggies in a warm tortilla. Or for $4, go bigger with 5 premium Whata chicken bites. Or go bigger than big with a Bacon Cheese Whataburger Jr. with fresh 100% beef and melty cheese for just $5. Add fries and a drink for just $2.49. Now that's a big deal. The Whata Deal, now at What a Burger. For a limited time at participating locations. Download the app.
Power. It's more than what lights your home. It's what you do with it. And you do wonders. That's why OG&E works to make the way we bring you power even more reliable. The way you live is rapidly changing. So we're making your power even smarter. And as your energy needs change, we're working to keep your rates as low as possible. Because for power to work for everyone, we've got to make your power go further. At OG&E, we energize life.
At Fowler Toyota Tulsa, finding the right vehicle has never been easier. With a great selection of new and certified pre-owned vehicles, you can shop your way, online or in-store. Our team is here to make sure you get exactly what you need, with competitive pricing, extended warranties, and exceptional service. Visit Fowler Toyota Tulsa today, where your perfect ride is waiting.
The University of Oklahoma and Sooner Sports Properties would like to thank our concession partners: Community Coffee, Freddy's Frozen Custard, High Noon, Cup Bop, Nacho Express, and Conecuh Sausage and Evan Williams. That is Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers, by the way. Thank you to our concession partners. Oklahoma, strong start as they try to make it a perfect stay in the Shriners Children's College Showdown from right here at Globe Life Field. 4-1, Oklahoma in front. 2 runs in the first. The 2-run blast from Camden Johnson off the foul pole and right. And Dayton Taki leads things off for Oklahoma in the fourth. He watches a fastball away. It's ball 1. Couple of respective arms making their collegiate debuts. Lance Davis for TCU and Korterager for Oklahoma. TCU, though, they have lifted their starter, and Trevor Baumler, the first relief arm either way, he's the man out there now for TCU in the fourth. And Baumler misses upstairs away to Dayton Taki. Baumler, another right-hander. Here's his 2-1. In there for strike 2. So Lance Davis's debut, his day is done. 4 earned runs, 5 hits, 3 innings pitched, 53 pitches tonight. Baumler, the 2-2, off speed, and Taki fouls it away, fights it off. Two balls, 2 strikes. Baumler to Dayton Taki. Taki tonight has flown out to right field. 0 for 1. The 2-2. And Taki swings and misses, frustrated there. Fastball by him. as Baumler, first Sooner bat he sees, he strikes out. Dayton Taki down on strikes. Kyle Branch now. Ground out to second in the second. And that one was a fastball. Little bit up, right down the heart of the plate, and Taki just missed it and was frustrated by it. Kyle Branch swings and misses. Another fastball from Baumler. The 0-1 upstairs inside this time with the fastball. Baumler started 8 games, made 13 appearances last season, a 6.39 ERA, 34 strikeouts across 38 innings of work. Here's his 1-1. Branch, fly ball, center field, and ranging over. Stroh-Snyder chugs into right center field, and he's got it for the second out of the 4th inning. And for the second time tonight, Jason Walk jumps into the batter's box with nobody on and 2 away. He singled in that scenario in the second. And he fans here for strike 1. Changeup from Baumler. Trevor Baumler kicks, fires, and it's inside, and turning around is Jason Walk. He got hit right in between the center of the shoulders, so Baumler plunks Jason Walk with the bases empty and 2 away in the 4th. A fastball that Jason Walk wears. Puts the Sooner aboard. And remember, it was Jason Walk singling, and this man right here, Camden Johnson, the Wichita State transfer, went yard to right. 2-run blast off the foul pole. The training staff came out, took a look at Jason Walk, and he says, hey, I'm all good. Fastball right on the shoulder blades. Camden Johnson ready. And he watches upstairs, ball 1. Camden Johnson, 2 for 2 tonight, a single he scored, and of course the 2-run home run to right. The 1-0, and Johnson watches ball 2. So a multi-hit game tonight already for Camden Johnson, looking for more. He's got 4 hits on the season now. Pickoff attempt, Jason Walk, as Baumler spun the right-hander and fired over to Liddington. Jason Walk back safely. Two balls, no strikes to Camden Johnson. Another pickoff attempt, and again, Jason Walk back safely. Two balls, no strikes to Camden Johnson. 2 away. Walk takes off. It's in for a called strike. Walk just evades the tag at second base. Lucas Franco says, take a look at it. Jason Walk, at least for now, appears to have slid around the tag. And he did so clearly within the baseline. So Jason Walk thinks that he's swiped second base. Getting another look at it now. And he gets the right hand into the bag. And TCU doesn't hang on to the tag. I think Jason Walk beat him there. The right hand beats the tag of Lucas Franco. And Jason Walk didn't overslide second base anyways, but Franco was quick to release that tag. It's a replay here. McIntyre Law replay, and this should stand in Oklahoma's favor. Official review brought to you by McIntyre Law. Visit McIntyreLaw.com to connect with their team of award-winning Oklahoma personal injury attorneys. Should tell you as well, Camden Johnson, 2-run home run to right, and that Sooner home run was brought to you by Brahms Ice Cream and Dairy Store. Farm fresh for over 50 years. Oklahoma leads TCU 4-1. This is in the bottom of the fourth. Camden Johnson at the plate. That was strike one. So the count, 2 balls, 1 strike. Traeger threw down to second. Franco applied the tag, but not before, I believe, the right hand of Jason Walk got into second base, and that's what our umpiring crew, that's what they saw. John Brammer over at second base said safe at the second base bag. Umpiring crew presented by Cavens Group. They're taking a long look at it, which I would think that is probably good news for Oklahoma too. The longer you look at it, the less clear and decisive it is, and if that's the case, then you got to stick with what you initially called right here at Globe Life Field. Oklahoma trying to keep this fourth inning alive, and they want Jason Walk in scoring position for Camden Johnson with 2 away. A lengthy McIntyre Law review. McIntyreLaw.com. That's where you can connect with their team of award-winning Oklahoma personal injury attorneys. Baumler just patiently waiting for TCU. Camden Johnson has made his way back over, and he's staying ready. He's got the bat on shoulder, but he's having words with the Sooner dugout as he patiently waits. Jason Walk standing on the second base bag. Everybody awaiting the verdict here. Did Jason Walk swipe second, or did Franco and the tag beat him to the second base bag? It looked like he slid around the tag and got the right hand in there on the second base bag. And we're under a lengthy review here. Camden Johnson tonight, a single he scored, and the 2-run home run off the right field foul pole. It actually caromed off the chicken is fair sign. Okay, so we're getting a verdict now. Umpires out from under the replay hood. Safe. Couple of reviews tonight, and both have been good news for Oklahoma. And I think if they had ruled him out and Oklahoma challenged, I think if Oklahoma challenged, they would have won that McIntyre Law review. It looked like Jason Walk pretty clearly got that right hand in there. So he has a stolen base, and Camden Johnson, 2 balls, 1 strike. He's at the plate. Baumler tosses home, and the changeup misses inside. Oklahoma, remember, in the second, it was this young man, Camden Johnson, Brahms Ice Cream and Dairy Store, long ball to right, and it started with 2 outs for OU. The 3-1 is low and inside. It's ball 4. They throw down to second, and the throw squirts away into center field. Jason Walk takes third base. It was ball 4, and Traeger fired down wild of the mark at second base, and Jason Walk advances to third. Meanwhile, of course, ball 4, Camden Johnson, he's at first base. So Sooners on the corners now with 2 away in the bottom of the 4th. Throw down to Franco was wide of the mark toward the third base side of the second base bag. Looked like maybe it caromed off a cleat of Lucas Franco. Bad idea from Traeger behind the dish. First pitch in there to Dayton LaChance. Fastball for strike 1. Dayton LaChance fully capable of putting a charge into one here tonight. 21 home runs at the JUCO level a season ago. Pickoff attempt at first base. Camden Johnson slides safely. Feels like things emotionally are teetering a bit right here for TCU. See if Oklahoma can pounce. LaChance drives this into left field. Walk coming home. He'll play it a run. It's into the corner. Camden Johnson turns from third base. He's coming home, and he's in standing. Dayton LaChance, a 2 RBI double into left field. He took it into the corner. And Oklahoma leads TCU 6-1. Jason Walk scores easily, and Camden Johnson motors with 2 outs from first base all the way around on the 2 RBI double from Dayton LaChance. Here's Jackson Willits. Oklahoma in front, 6-1. Willits watches Bobbler upstairs miss for ball 1. Bombler looks to second, his 1-0. Willits teeing off, and he fouls away. Just felt like the review, Jason Walk swiping second, and Traeger behind the plate after ball 4, rifling back to second. The wheels spinning around the wrong direction on TCU here, and Oklahoma makes them pay. This pitch from Bombler in the dirt, blocked by Traeger. 2 balls, 1 strike to Jackson Willits. Oklahoma now 2 runs in the first, 2 in the second, 2 more right here in the 4th. They lead TCU 6-1. The 2-1 to Willits stays well upstairs, and it's ball 3. Off-speed pitch that stayed up all the way and out of the zone. Jackson Willits, 3 balls, 1 strike. And he swings and he drives it down the first base line. That'll plate another. LaChance in to score. Willits racing, and he's in with a RBI double. Jackson Willits makes it 7-1 OU. Willits ripped a double right down the first base line. And with 2 outs, LaChance was off as soon as bat met ball. And Oklahoma leads TCU 7-1 in Arlington. Nolan Stevens now, an RBI single in the first tonight. Got a chance to tack on another here. Willits, a couple of steps away from second base. Baumler delivers and has it. In for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. To Nolan Stevens. RBI single for Stevens to center field in the first. And he grounds softly foul. Left-handed bat of Nolan Stevens. And he grounded foul. Pulled it over across the first base foul line. 2 runs in the first, 2 in the second. 3 more now for Oklahoma. 2 out runs for the Sooners. 3 of them in the fourth. Stevens drives this and lines it right over to Lucas Franco. Sharply hit off the bat of Stevens, but he lines out to short. Oklahoma, though, with 2 outs, they find a rally, and they plate 3 in the fourth. Oklahoma, they lead TCU through 4. It's 7-1 Oklahoma. This is Sooner Baseball from Learfield.
I'm Gina Mitchell of Mitchell's Jewelry. We are where Oklahoma gets engaged. And as you would expect, diamonds, engagement rings, and wedding bands take center stage. You can also browse our cases for the latest on-trend styles, unique gemstone jewelry, and timeless classics. Our store is filled with beautiful jewelry, but some of our most special pieces are custom designed and one of a kind. Our goal is to give you an experience beyond compare. Shop with us at Mitchell's Jewelry in-store or online.
Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of taking your money. Hi, this is Will Gosney with Yala Gosney Attorneys at Law. Have you ever had an insurance claim and thought, wow, I really am in good hands, or these folks truly are treating me like a neighbor? Well, that's where we can help. We'll deal with the stress. We'll get you back to your normal life. So save our number in your phone. And if you're ever hurt in a wreck, call or text us at 405-800-8080. It's 405-800-8080.
Say good morning with a little heat. El Huevo in Norman is serving Tex-Mex inspired breakfast and brunch every day until 2. Tacos, huevos rancheros, spicy skillets, and more, plus a full bar to start your day bold.
El Huevo off of Tecumseh Road, where every morning feels like a fiesta. El Huevo, breakfast with a kick. Tune in every Friday to hear more about the Hal Smith Restaurant Group during the Rush and the Dari Noka Show here on The Ref.
Cord Rager back out for another inning of work for Oklahoma. And the Sooner offense keeps on putting up runs in Arlington. 7-1, Oklahoma leads TCU as we march into the 5th inning. Rager, first pitch fouled away by Nolan Traeger. Oklahoma baseball brought to you by Brahms. Hungry? Head to Brahms after the game for a bacon cheeseburger and milkshake made with Brahms A2 fresh milk. Proud partner of OU Athletics. Rager bringing it home, his 0-1. Stays outside, it's ball 1 to Nolan Traeger, who has flown out to left field tonight, 0 for 1. The 1-1 pitch bounces in front of home plate for ball 2. Seven runs, 7 hits for Oklahoma, no errors. 1 run, 2 hits, couple of errors for TCU as we approach the midway point. High chopper. Willits behind the second base bag, fires in time to Dayton Taki. And the leadoff man retired. Ground ball that Willits fielded on the first base side of the second base bag. Came charging and fired in time to Taki to sit down Traeger. Rager, first pitch inside missing to Jack Arthur. the Horned Frogs' designated hitter, popped out to first base, back in the second. Rager's 1-0 is downstairs and quickly. Arthur in front, 2 balls, no strikes. Jack Arthur, a .282 hitter last season. And Arthur jumps in front, 3 balls, no strikes. Cord Rager, the lefty, brings home the 3-0, and he has it across for the first strike to Jack Arthur. Top 5, Oklahoma leads TCU 7-1 from Globe Life Field. The 3-1 pitch, fastball, hums home for strike 2. Payoff pitch from Cord Rager. And it's downstairs, actually skipped across home plate. So a 1-out walk for Jack Arthur. Cord Rager up north of 70 pitches. 74 pitches. Seven strikeouts, 2 walks so far for Cord Rager. He'll face Jack Bell. Left-on-left matchup. And Rager tosses the fastball upstairs and away. It's ball 1 to Jack Bell. Bell struck out in the second, struck out swinging. And Skip Johnson out of the Sooner dugout. Is this a chat, or is he thinking about going to the bullpen right now? Looks like maybe just buying some time for right now. Oklahoma leading TCU 7-1, playing in the top of the 5th. Cord Rager, a sharp debut for Oklahoma so far. Gavin Jones, by the way, warming in the Sooner bullpen. Junior left-hander Gavin Jones. Indication is if and when there's a change made, that would be the arm to expect. Cord Rager, mound visit over. He's staying in there. His 1-0 is a good-looking fastball. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike to Jack Bell. Again, Oklahoma leading TCU 7-1. There's 1 on, 1 out here in the top of the 5th for TCU. Rager, the 1-1 pitch, fastball upstairs, it's ball 2. Jack Arthur over at the first base bag. He walked moments ago. The 2-1 pitch just stayed out. Oklahoma wanted that outside corner with the 4-seam fastball from Cord Rager. And Chris Koski said, nope, it's out. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Jack Bell. Rager kicks, fires. The 3-1 is in there. Got the upper portion of the zone belt high, and the count's full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Cord Rager, the payoff pitch, is upstairs, and it's ball 4. Couple of back-to-back walks here for the freshman lefty, Cord Rager. eyes on the Sooner dugout. Skip Johnson not moving yet. Cord Rager in his debut has a 7-1 lead. Couple of Frogs, free passes here with one away, first and second on the base paths. Rager tosses home, and a foul tip from Cole Eaton. See if Cord Rager can buckle down here and leave a couple of TCU Horned Frogs stranded aboard. Little timely ground ball and a double play would work right here. Cole Eaton tonight, he did ground out to short his first time up. One more of those would be tailor-made. Instead, lifted out to left field and sprinting forward. Nice job as Trey Gamble sized it up. Looked like he took one step backwards off the bat and then came sprinting in as it was a soft liner out to left field, and Trey Gamble makes the grab. Everybody stays put. There's two away with still a couple of Horned Frogs aboard here in the fifth. A ground out from Traeger to short, and then walks to Jack Arthur and Jack Bell, and a fly out right there to left field for Cole Eaton. Now Cole Kramer. 2 on, 2 out. Rager deals and tosses home. Off speed for strike one. Cole Kramer tonight, the leadoff man for the Frogs, struck out looking in the first, flew out to center field in the third. Cord Rager looks over his shoulder to second, comes home with it, and deals another strike. He jumps in front, no balls, 2 strikes. The slider across for strike 2 to Cole Kramer. And this would be massive, ladies and gentlemen, if Cord Rager can leave these couple of Horned Frogs stranded in the fifth. Put an exclamation point on his night. The 0-2. Swing! And a miss. And they'll tag him out. Foul tipped into the glove. Or swung on and missed, and LaChance corralled it and then tags Kramer. So the strikeout, though, secured from Cord Rager, and he does leave a couple of Horned Frogs stranded. And Oklahoma maintains its 7-1 lead. We're halfway home here in Arlington. Sooner baseball from Learfield.
Did the recent storms damage your home and roof? Call All-American Roofing today. All-American Roofing has been repairing and replacing roofs for over 40 years and is a second-generation locally owned roofing company. They are also a Google-guaranteed contractor and offer free inspections. Our roofers are GAF Master Elite contractors with a BBB A+ rating. Call All-American Roofing today at 405-787-0400. All-American Roofing, the best roofing company in Oklahoma. 405-787-0400.
Fowler Automotive is proud to be a part of your community, where our passion and values lie far beyond the showroom. We believe that families, sports, art, and culture are at the heart of every thriving community, and it's important to us that we help build the communities that our dealerships call home. Stop by any of our 6 Oklahoma dealerships to see the Fowler standard hard at work. We pride ourselves on being friendly, helpful, honest, and fair. This is what drives us every day. Fowler Automotive, a proud partner of OU Athletics.
Coach Stoops here for Van Hoos Fence. If you want to work with the best local fence company and get championship service, contact my friend Mark and the Van Hoos Fence team. Van Hoos Fence gives each customer the most professional craftsmanship and competitive pricing in Oklahoma. From wood to chain link to vinyl to metal fences, the Van Hoos Fence team does it all. Contact the Fencing All-Americans at Van Hoos Fence, 405-735-1167 or vhfence.com.
Moore Ford is proud to honor service members through the Patriot of the Game. Bottom 5, Oklahoma leads TCU 7-1. Brendan Brock will lead things off for Oklahoma. Brendan Brock, Trey Gamble, Dayton Taki due up right here. To nominate a Patriot, visit BobMooreFord.com TCU.com/hero. Stoppage here as we start the bottom of the fifth. It looks like I'm not quite sure exactly what's going on here. Something's going on with maybe the catcher, Nolan Traeger. Maybe a communication issue, equipment issue. At any rate, Oklahoma in front 7-1. They are out hitting TCU 7-2 tonight. 7 runs on 7 hits, no errors for Oklahoma. 1 run on a couple of hits for TCU and a pair of TCU errors. And a big moments ago for Cord Rager, who got a ground out to short of Nolan Traeger, but then walked Jack Arthur and Jack Bell before securing a fly out of Cole Eaton and the punch out, probably the final punch out of Cord Rager's debut of Cole Kramer to leave a couple of Horned Frogs aboard. We're ready to go in the fifth. First pitch, swinging and lifted, foul. Brendan Brock put another charge into it. Down the left field line, but it twists foul. A fielder's choice RBI and a single tonight for Brendan Brock. And he takes strike 2. Fastball in there, inner half, and he watched it. First relief arm tonight for TCU, Trevor Baumler. Second inning of work, and he tosses upstairs inside. Actually, nearly came in so far and hit Brendan Brock. And Oklahoma in the fourth, Baumler's first inning of work. They tagged him for 3 runs, all with 2 outs. Brock fouls back. Dayton Taki struck out. Kyle Branch flew out to center. And then Jason Walk was hit by a pitch. Camden Johnson walked. Dayton LaChance doubled that duo home. And then Jackson Willits, a double down the right field line. That plated Dayton LaChance. Baumler misses again inside, 2 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff man in the Sooner 5th inning, Brendan Brock. Baumler kicks, fires. The 2-2 bounces in front of home plate, and it's a full count to Brendan Brock. Brendan Brock perhaps eyeing his second free pass of 2026. The payoff pitch. Instead, he's swinging. Hard hit over to third base. Bobbled for a moment. The throw not in time. No, it is. Oh, it just beat him. Oklahoma's already signaling, though. They want another look at it. It was mishandled initially by Jack Bell. As Brock ripped it over to third base. And this likely headed for a McIntyre Law review. Oklahoma wants another look at it. Looks like we're going to an official review. This official review, getting a look at it. He's safe. Yeah, Oklahoma's going to win another one of these reviews. This official review brought to you by McIntyre Law. Visit McIntyreLaw.com to connect with their team of award-winning Oklahoma personal injury attorneys. This should be fairly quick. He's safe. Foot got to the green bag over there, over at first base. And it beat the throw into the glove of Rob Liddington. So it should be an infield single here for Brendan Brock. We'll see if they want to charge Jack Bell with an error. It was hard hit, but he did mishandle it. assuming, of course, that umpires come out here and announce what is expected, which is that Brendan Brock's going to be safe at first base. The University of Oklahoma and Sooner Sports Properties would like to thank our concession partners, Anheuser-Busch, Fletcher's Original Corny Dogs, Coca-Cola, Frito-Lay, The Baked Bear, Taco Mayo, Wanderfolk, and Boomerang Diner. Oklahoma leads TCU 7-1, bottom 5. The Sooners in the Baseball America preseason poll were ranked 19th. And here's the verdict, by the way. Umpires out from under the replay. And he's safe. As suspected, Brendan Brock is safe. Boy, he's fast down the line. Brendan Brock can scoot. And he made Jack Bell pay for not handling it initially. Now Trey Gamble watches upstairs and away. It's ball 1. Baumler ready, his 1-0. Stays too tall to Trey Gamble. Gamble tonight, couple of ground outs. Grounded out to second base and had the little soft grounder that Davis fielded and tossed over to Liddington to end the third. The 2-0, Brock goes high and outside with the pitch. It's ball 3, and meanwhile, Brendan Brock showing off those wheels once more. He steals second base. TCU out of its dugout. Could be looking at a pitching change. Brendan Brock. What a jump. And a stolen base for Brendan Brock. Is this just a lengthy conversation, or are they lifting Baumler? Oklahoma leads TCU 7-1, and Brendan Brock aboard. He's now swiped second base, and Trey Gamble's got himself a 3 balls, no strikes count. Baumler will stick, so no pitching change yet. TCU getting an arm warm out in its bullpen. Three balls, no strikes. Baumler coming home with it. And he misses upstairs. Ball 4. 4-pitch walk to Trey Gamble. And Gamble, after home runs in each of the season's first two games, had not reached tonight until just now, and he's aboard with a walk. Dayton Taki stands in. Couple of Sooners aboard. Nobody away. Bottom 5. And Taki takes an off-speed pitch for strike 1. Was showing bunt. We'll see if he's actually ready to play some small ball. And it's in tight on Taki. He spins out of the way. Nearly was plunked. But it's ball 1. One ball, one strike to Dayton Taki. Couple of Sooners aboard, nobody away. Bottom 5. Oklahoma in front, 7-1. Baumler delivers in a swing and a miss from Taki. Fastball past him. And the count is 1-2. Meanwhile, in that TCU bullpen, Ethan Thomas sophomore right-hander from California, warming. Baumler, the 1-2, and Taki rips it through the right side. Throw is cut off, and Oklahoma has tacked on another. An RBI single from Taki plates Brendan Brock. Oklahoma leads TCU in Arlington 8-1. How about that two-strike approach from Dayton Taki? And Baumler's day is going to be done. It's a CertaPro Painters pitching change. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we return. Oklahoma rolling right along in Arlington. This is Sooner Baseball from Learfield.
Hey, Sooner fans, want to make the most of not only your game day, but every day? Norman Parks and Recreation has got you covered. With 68 beautiful parks all over Norman, there's always a place to have fun or connect with nature. Swim or shoot hoops at the Young Family Athletic Center. Take a walk at Ruby Grant. Hang out with friends at the Adult Wellness Center or tee off at Westwood. And don't forget to make a splash at the Westwood Family Aquatic Center. Follow us on social at Norman OK Parks to explore all we have to offer. Norman Parks and Recreation, where Norman plays.
Used Ford trucks. We have more because we give you more for your trade at Bob Moore Ford. In fact, we have over 30 used trucks in stock right now. F-150s, F-250s, F-350s, whatever you're looking for. We have the used Ford truck for you. Choose from XLTs, Lariats, King Ranches, and Platinums. Get the used Ford truck you want at the affordable price you need. Only at Bob Moore Ford at I-35 and Southeast 89th Street or online at bobmooreford.com.
It's a pitching change brought to us by CertaPro Painters. Are you looking to make a change at your home? The professionals at CertaPro Painters can help. Right now, you can get 15% off your interior or exterior painting project. Call 405-990-8521. Let Robert and Jonathan take care of you. So, TCU to the bullpen. It is Ethan Thomas, 6'5" right-hander, 255-pound sophomore right-hander, originally out of Alameda, California. He came to TCU by way of Hawaii. So he spent his first 2 seasons at Hawaii redshirted, and then last season made 18 appearances out of that Hawaii bullpen. A 3.60 ERA, a 1-1 record, 3 saves, and he struck out 37 over 25 innings of work, limiting opponents to a .202 batting average. So that's the man that TCU turns to in this CertaPro Painters pitching change, trying to put out the flames of Oklahoma in the 5th. Oklahoma, they, who knows, might be on their way to a run rule victory. Obviously, plenty of baseball between now and then. Sooners on the corners. Gamble over at third base. Taki just had the RBI single, which plated Brendan Brock. A single from Brock, a 4-pitch walk to Gamble, and Taki, the single to plate Brock, has Kyle Branch up with nobody away, bottom 5, and a couple of Sooners aboard on the corners. Thomas tosses home and a swing and a miss from Kyle Branch. 91-mile-per-hour fastball from Ethan Thomas. First pitch from the Hawaii transfer, a good one. Kyle Branch tonight has grounded out. He's flown out. The 0-1 is well outside. That a nice play by the catcher, Traeger, to go find it. That nearly brought home Gamble on the wild pitch. Thomas, the 1-1. Branch lifts this back to center field, reaching up, and it's gone. Kyle Branch drives it out of here. A 3-run blast to left center field. And Oklahoma leads TCU 11-1. Cole Eaton went reaching for it at the wall, and it just got past his glove and out of here. 3-run blast for Kyle Branch. And Oklahoma steamrolling TCU. It's 11-1 in Arlington. Walk. First pitch from Thomas. He fouls it back. Kyle Branch got into one and drives it out of here. Just snuck over the left center field fencing. And a changeup in for a called strike to Jason Walk. Cole Eaton leaped, and as he leapt, it just snuck past his glove and out of here to left. Swing and a miss, and Jason Walk down with the strikeout. Second time that Jason Walk has struck out tonight. He does have a single, and he was hit by a pitch, and he scored in both of those instances, but he strikes out here. That Sooner home run from Kyle Branch brought to you by Brahms Ice Cream and Dairy Store. Farm fresh for over 50 years. Camden Johnson takes a pitch inside. Slider that missed in on Camden Johnson. It's ball one. Camden Johnson homered to right off the foul pole earlier this evening. And he swings and misses here. Oklahoma just over 70 home runs a season ago. And they are 3 games in, well in front of that pace. They wanted more power in 2026. The 1-1 pitch, fouled back. Camden Johnson fouls it back. So Camden Johnson, Kyle Branch have gone yard tonight. In Oklahoma, we're not done through 3 games yet. They've got 6 home runs already on the season. The 1-2. And it misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Thomas bringing the 2-2 home. And Johnson lifts this out to center field, and it's going to sit down. Sits down right in front of Stroh-Snyder. Just tailed down right in front of him, and it sits in for a 1-out single for Camden Johnson. And that makes it a 3-hit night for the Wichita State transfer. He's walked as well. So TCU pitching has not been able to solve Camden Johnson tonight. He's reached all 4 times. Again, a couple of singles, a walk, and the 2-run home run. LeChance, first pitch, swinging, grounds over to second, and the shortstop field steps on the second base bag and fires across. That'll end the inning as Franco fielded the grounder from LeChance, and he forced out Camden Johnson and then fired across to double off LeChance. But Oklahoma adds 4 more runs, and it's the Kyle Branch blast that busts this thing open. It's 11-1 Oklahoma through 5. This is Sooner Baseball from Learfield.
Flu season is here, and getting sick was never in your game plan. When you're sidelined by illness, don't wait on a doctor's appointment and don't waste a trip to the ER. Get back in the lineup fast with same-day care from Norman Regional. With urgent care and walk-in clinics across Moore and Norman, they're always ready to make the right call. Already a Norman Regional patient? They've got your records on hand to draft up the winning play right when you need it. Find the clinic nearest to you at normanregional.com or dial 405-515-5000. Norman Regional Urgent Care and walk-in clinics, open when you need it.
A happy place comes in many colors. One that leaves you feeling refreshed. Something that gets you all fired up. Or gives you the space to chill. Whatever your color, bring happiness home with CertaPro Painters and make your happy place your home. CertaPro Painters. That's painting happy. Get started today at CertaPro.com. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. Contractor license and registration information is available at CertaPro.com.
Hey guys, it's Dory Noka. Have you been involved in an auto accident? If so, it's time to contact the OKC Car Crash Clinic of Dr. Martin Lopez. He's a board-certified and fellowship MD with unparalleled training and experience. Dr. Lopez works with a great team of healthcare professionals and attorneys to help you achieve the best physical and financial recovery. Contact Dr. Lopez at 405-86-CRASH or at okccrash.com. Don't forget to listen every week to the Dory Noka Show for the Impact Player of the Game, brought to you by Dr. Martin Lopez.
Are we having fun yet, Sooner Nation? Oklahoma 11, TCU 1. And we move into the sixth inning. Gavin Jones, new Sooner arm. It's a CertaPro Painters pitching change. Are you looking to make a change at your home? The professionals at CertaPro Painters can help. Right now, you can get 15% off your interior or exterior painting project. Call 405-990-8521. Let Robert and Jonathan take care of you. Gavin Jones, the new Sooner arm. As Oklahoma trying to work its way perhaps to a run rule victory tonight, though there's still plenty of work to be done in that regard. The junior left-hander, Gavin Jones, into the contest for Oklahoma. Gavin Jones, 19 appearances a season ago. He was 1-0 in the win-loss column. Started a game, 26 innings pitched, a 7.27 ERA, 31 hits allowed, 21 earned runs. Good in the strikeout to walk ratio, really good. 26 strikeouts, 6 walks. And he tosses home and misses to Sawyer Stroh-Snyder. Again, the Big 12 preseason player of the year. Stroh-Snyder has struck out a couple of times tonight. He leads things off for TCU in the Horned Frogs' sixth inning. And Jones fires in, and it's fouled back by the left-handed bat of Stroh-Snyder. Left on left, the matchup here. Oklahoma, 11 runs on 10 hits tonight against number 10 TCU. Jones, his 1-1 pitch, is right down Main Street for strike 2. Buckled Stroh-Snyder with the slider. Oklahoma's defense will once again, 2 strikes, play Stroh-Snyder to pull it to the right side. The 1-2 from Jones fouled away the opposite way. Oklahoma baseball brought to us by Riverwind Casino. Riverwind Casino's gaming floor has nearly 3,000 of your favorite games, complemented by a variety of bars, restaurants, and by the best live music in the metro. It's no surprise that Riverwind Casino is always a good time. It's the official entertainment destination of OU Athletics. The 1-2 from Jones lined out into left field in a diving play. And Gamble had it for a moment, but he couldn't hang on as he collided with Globe Life Field. The baseball popped out of the glove for just a moment. And Stroh-Snyder has himself a 2-strike knock out to left. Yeah, Gamble had it in the glove. It popped out, and he trapped it, and Stroh has himself a leadoff single in the 6th inning. Jones tosses home and misses low to Chase Brunson. Jones, a fastball, stays in on Brunson. Chase Brunson tonight struck out in the first, part of that first inning where Kordrager in his collegiate debut struck out the side, and he singled in the 4th. Fly ball out to left field. It'll hop into the fencing. Gamble collects it there. He tosses back in. It's an extra base knock. A double for Brunson as Stroh cruises into third base, and a couple of Horned Frogs quickly aboard with Gavin Jones on the bump. Oklahoma offensively tonight. A couple of runs in the first, 2 more in the second, 3 in the 4th, and 4 runs in the 5th, highlighted by Kyle Branch's 3-run blast to left field. Lucas Franco now, a couple of Frogs in scoring position at 2nd and 3rd. Jones tosses a fastball in there for strike 1 to Lucas Franco. Franco tonight walked and scored in the 2nd, struck out in the 4th. Jones, 0-1 pitch, another good one in there for strike 2. 95-mile-per-hour fastball. So, no balls, 2 strikes. Gavin Jones against the talented freshman Lucas Franco. Jones delivers the 0-2, and it bounces away. Skipped in front of home plate, a wild pitch. LaChance had no chance at it. And Stroh trots in to score the Horned Frogs' 2nd run. Brunson off to third base. That was especially wild from Gavin Jones. Would have been sensational if LaChance could pick it, but he couldn't. Jones, the 1-2. Foul tipped into the glove, and Franco down on strikes. There's one away. Chase Brunson at third base for Rob Liddington. Liddington tonight, 1 for 2. A single, a strikeout. Jones tosses home, misses upstairs for ball 1. Went off speed, and it stayed tall on Rob Liddington. Liddington singled in the 2nd, struck out in the 4th. Singled through the left side, and he takes a fastball in on the inside corner. It's a strike. 95-mile-per-hour fastball from Gavin Jones. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Oklahoma 11, TCU 2, playing in the top of the 6th inning. The 1-1 stays too far in, and it's ball 2. Brunson over at third base. Jones coming home with it. They'll throw down, and they've Caught Brunson leaning off the third base bag. He fell asleep over there. And Oklahoma's cut him down at third base. LeChance just saw him lackadaisical. Fired to Camden Johnson. Applied the tag, and Brunson is erased. And there's 2 down in the 6th. Pitch inside, misses to Rob Liddington, and so he's aboard with a free pass. The complexion, though, changes here for Gavin Jones and for Oklahoma, with Brunson picked off that third base bag. And with 2 outs in the inning, Rob Liddington walks. Nolan Traeger, left-handed bat, jumps into the batter's box. 0 for 2 tonight. Jones kicks, fires, tosses home, and a fastball's away. Low and away. Nolan Traeger watches the 1-0 come across. A fastball in there for strike 1. Traeger, a sacrifice in the second. And he pops foul as Jones jumps in front in the count. Gavin Jones trying to keep the Sooners in front right here by 9. Oklahoma 11, TCU 2 right here, top 6. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Nolan Traeger, 2 away. Man on first is Rob Liddington for TCU. The pitch. Oh, a fastball that just misses. Awfully close that time for Gavin Jones, but stayed just a bit inside. The 2-2. This one well upstairs and out as the count moves full between Gavin Jones and Nolan Traeger. The payoff pitch, it's downstairs, it's away. Liddington was on the move. It doesn't matter because it's ball 4 to Nolan Traeger. Skip Johnson out of the Oklahoma dugout. The Sooner infield is in, chatting. And we'll see if it's a pitching change, if Skip Johnson's asking for the baseball or just wants to settle Gavin Jones down. Oklahoma try to buy a little bit more time. Nobody ready out there in the Sooner bullpen just yet. A couple of fellas getting loose, but nobody warm. So, mound visit, and Gavin Jones will face Jack Arthur after successive walks to Rob Liddington and to Nolan Traeger. 2 on, 2 out. Jones looks to second base, now ready to bring it home. Grounded over to Willits at short. He'll go the short way to the second base bag to Kyle Branch, and that ends the inning as Arthur grounds into the final out for TCU. The Horned Frogs add 1 on the wild pitch, but they get only 1. And as we make our way to the bottom of the 6th, Oklahoma still leads TCU 11-2. This is Sooner Baseball from Learfield.
Good times are calling your name at Riverwind. So fill your heart with jackpots at OKC's favorite casino.
catch the hottest entertainment at the Showplace Theater.
Or take it all home on a classic table game.
Play with your wild card, and every Friday in February, you could win stacks of cash with our $250,000 Love Struck Luck giveaway. So make it a date, and we'll see you at Riverwind.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation.
Groundworks, the preferred foundation repair company of the Sooners. Schedule a free inspection.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Hey, Sooner fans, want to make the most of not only your game day, but every day? Norman Parks and Recreation has got you covered. With 68 beautiful parks all over Norman, there's always a place to have fun or connect with nature. Swim or shoot hoops at the Young Family Athletic Center. Take a walk at Ruby Grant. Hang out with friends at the Adult Wellness Center or tee off at Westwood. And don't forget to make a splash at the Westwood Family Aquatic Center. Follow us on social at Norman OK Parks to explore all we have to offer. Norman Parks and Recreation, where Norman plays.
Ethan Thomas once more for TCU. Bottom six, Oklahoma leads number 10 TCU 11-2, and the nation's eyes collectively widening at this impressive opening weekend by Oklahoma baseball, but the work not yet finished. Jackson Willits leads things off in the Sooner sixth inning against, again, Ethan Thomas. Thomas, the right-hander, brings home his first pitch, and the fastball misses for ball one to Jackson Willits. Willits tonight has walked. He's lined out to left field, and he doubled in the fourth. Another Thomas pitch missing, and Jackson Willits in front. 2 balls, no strikes. Oklahoma firing on all cylinders to start 2026. Offense, defense, pitching, all of it. The 2-0 is upstairs. It's ball 3. Jackson Willits, the leadoff man for Oklahoma. The 3-0 just does find its way home. A fastball in there for a called strike. The 3-1 from Thomas. Upstairs, it's outside, and Jackson Willits has got himself a leadoff walk to start the Sooners' sixth inning. And remember, the 10-run rule is in effect here at the Shriners Children's College Showdown. So Oklahoma played a run or a couple of runs and then go find 3 outs, and that would be all she wrote before stretch time. Stevens watches inside ball 1. A changeup missing from Ethan Thomas. And TCU out of its dugout. Is that the end of the road for Ethan Thomas? Just might be a Serta Pro Painters pitching change. We'd like to thank our OU Community Outreach Partners, Fowler Auto Group, OU Health, OG&E, and Coca-Cola. The University of Oklahoma Athletics is one with you. Looks like just a chat. Let's see, who's getting loose up there in the TCU bullpen? TCU buying some time for Tyler Finau, the 6'6" right-hander, sophomore from out of Minnesota, who is warming in that Horned Frogs bullpen. It's still Ethan Thomas for the moment, facing Nolan Stevens. The 1-0, and Stevens watches upstairs. It's ball 2. Thomas issued the free pass to Jackson Willits here to start the 6th inning, and he's fallen behind 2 balls, no strikes to Nolan Stevens. Stevens right here takes the 4-seamer for strike 1. Stevens swings and misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes as Thomas gets this 91-mile-per-hour fastball past his bat. Oklahoma plays New Mexico State here tomorrow. That'll be a 6:30 first pitch. And then the home opening series versus Coppin State coming up next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The 2-2 is fouled away. And fans will want to, well, come out and welcome this Oklahoma baseball team that is making one of the loudest statements nationally across college baseball, but also for the first look at the reimagined Kimry Family Stadium. Bullpens in the outfield. New batter's eye, the chain link fencing. The 2-2, Stevens puts a charge into this, out to center field, and sprinting back, the catch is made by Stroh-Snyder. Looked for a moment as though it was destined to go over his head and to the wall, but he covers ground and finds it just before the warning track. Jackson Willits was 2/3 of the way over to second base. He retreats back to the first base bag, and there's one away. Now the transfer, Brendan Brock. Brock watches ball 1 away. Brendan Brock off to a sensational start to this 2026 season. 6 hits already. And he takes upstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. 6 hits, of course, the grand slam on opening day. 5 runs driven in. He scored 6 runs and has added a couple of doubles as well. 3 stolen bases for Brendan Brock, so doing a little bit of everything for OU. Swings and misses here. Fastball from Thomas. Oklahoma 11, TCU 2 if you're just joining. Bottom 6. Bringing this weekend to a close for you, this opening weekend of college baseball. Fastball missing away as Brendan Brock jumps in front 3-1. Sooner fans, though, probably saying, I'll stay up as late as it takes tonight. I'm having too much fun right now. Sooner baseball, the way this club's playing to start 2026. Worry about sleep later. The 3-1. A fastball. It is in there. Brendan Brock was ready to take first base, but it catches the outside corner away from his right-handed batter's box. So a payoff pitch. Thomas nods, coming home with it, and it was in on the hands. Would have been ball 4, but Brendan Brock swings and misses, and there's 2 away. Takes us to Trey Gamble. A couple of ground outs tonight. And he walked and scored in the Sooner 5th inning. One of the 3 Sooners that came home on Kyle Branch's 3-run blast to left field. First pitch, he swings and fouls it away. Trey Gamble looking for his first hit tonight, though he's off to, like many Sooners, a strong start to the season. Couple of home runs. He's 4 for 7, has scored 6 times, and he's driven in 5. And oh, by the way, Trey Gamble doing Trey Gamble things with 5 walks as well. Thomas, an 0-1 pitch. Gamble watches, and it's upstairs. It's ball 1. Jackson Willits led off this Sooner 6th inning with a walk, but a fly out from Stevens, though for a moment it appeared destined to get beyond Stroh-Snyder. It was caught. Thomas misses. Ball 2. And, of course, Brendan Brock striking out. He ran the count full. Pitch came in on the hands. He went around and whiffed on it. So that has Jackson Willits over at first base with 2 down for Trey Gamble, who's now in a 2-1 count. The pitch is an off-speed lollipop. Stayed well upstairs and well outside. A curveball that came out a little funky and off the mark, off target from Thomas. The 3-1 fastball. Gamble pops it up. It'll get out of play, and the count's full. (11-2) Oklahoma leading top 10 TCU and trying to capture this Shriners Children's College Showdown title. There was just the lone poll, preseason poll, the Baseball America preseason poll, that had Oklahoma ranked 19th. The payoff pitch, a little bit inside. It's ball 4. The inning stays alive. Gamble joins Willits with a walk here in the 6th. And make no mistake, the Baseball America poll, that will not be the only poll that has the Sooners ranked next week. They'll be ranked in every poll, and the question is, how high? Dayton Taki stands in. He swings and fouls away the first pitch. Taki in an 0-1 count. Thomas tosses home. And the curveball in there. It's a good one this time for strike 2. Some TCU fans have made the decision that it's late on a Sunday evening and they've headed home. Thomas, the 0-2 is inside. It's ball 1 to Dayton Taki. One ball, 2 strikes, couple of walks sandwiched around a fly out and a strikeout. The 1-2, Taki takes it inside, count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. If Taki can drive in Willits here, that would set up an opportunity for Oklahoma to end it in the 7th inning. Taki lines it foul. Told you in the Walden Cleaners and Laundry pregame show, where the difference is quality, that Oklahoma, according to D1 Baseball's NCAA tournament projection, preseason projection, the 2-2, Taki grounds it foul. Oklahoma, according to that D1 Baseball preseason projection, was set to face 39 of its 54 opponents as projected NCAA regional members. So that gives you an illustration of the perceived strength of Oklahoma's schedule. The 2-2, Taki fouls it away. After this weekend, folks might be looking at Oklahoma and saying, well, wait a second, they're part of our schedule now. But all of which is to say, man, it'd be huge to finish this off tonight. Stockpile some wins against teams like Texas Tech, Oklahoma State, and in particular TCU, who is the preseason Big 12 favorite, just given what lies ahead for Oklahoma. Swing and a miss. Taki down on strikes. Through 6, Oklahoma leads TCU 11-2. This is Sooner Baseball from Learfield.
Oklahoma, Joseph Dabrowski, General Manager at Seth Wadley Chevy GMC in Pauls Valley.
We know times can get stressful, and Seth Wadley Chevy GMC in Pauls Valley is here to make it count. That's why we're giving more money for your trade and giving way more than market value. Whether you need a Chevy or GMC, a heavy-duty, van, crew cab, cabin chassis, or any fleet vehicle, we have millions in inventory for you to choose from in all sizes and all trims. And with some of the biggest discounts and the lowest interest rates, that's something only an all-American brand from an Oklahoma-owned dealership can do. Oh, and if you have any challenges, just ask for me, Joseph Dabrowski, General Manager, to help your visit be one of the best you'll have anywhere. And you'll keep getting savings with Seth spending over $24 million and counting on a promise. Tell him, Seth.
That's my promise of oil changes and engines for life on new or used gas or diesel at no additional cost to you.
So get to the store with more at Seth Wadley Chevy GMC I-35 exit 72 in Pauls Valley, or click SethWadleyChevy.com.
After a car crash, life can be hard. You're hurt, stressed, and then when you need help the most, the insurance company doesn't care.
They drag their feet, question your injuries, and make things difficult. They put profits over people.
At McIntyre Law, we level the playing field. We take on the billion-dollar insurance companies so you can focus on what matters, getting your life back. Call us at 405-777-7000. You deserve better.
Oklahoma baseball would like to thank our OU community outreach partners, Fowler Auto Group, OU Health, OG&E, and Coca-Cola. The University of Oklahoma Athletics is one with you. The best place to gear up for game day, it's the Sooner Shop. The Sooner Shop, it's the official fan shop of OU Athletics, located on the west side of Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. Online shopping is always available at shop.soonersports.com. Gavin Jones, another inning of work. Jack Bell, Cole Eaton, Cole Kramer, 8-9-1 scheduled. Jack Bell tonight, 0 for 1. He's walked. Struck out in the second, walked in the fifth. Jones, the left-hander, coming home with it to the left-handed bat right here of Jack Bell, and it's outside away for ball one. A fastball missing. Jones, the 1-0 delivery, grounded foul. Fastball, and Jack Bell grounded it foul down the first base line. Jones, the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a miss. Slider. Defensively, Oklahoma against the left-handed bat again will shift 3 of its infielders to the right side of the second base bag. Johnson over to short, and a swing and a miss. Gavin Jones strikes out Jack Bell to start the 7th. Sooner pitching tonight. Now 10 strikeouts. And that makes 40 strikeouts for Oklahoma pitching through the first 3 games so far. First pitch fouled away. Cord Rager tonight, the freshman left-hander, his Sooner debut, of course. 5 innings pitched, 85 pitches tonight, struck out 8. Jones tosses in and misses. Inside to Cole Eaton. So Sooner starters in 26 so far. Cam Johnson, 11 strikeouts. LJ Mercurius, 12. And Rager tonight in his collegiate debut with 8. The 1-1 from Jones. Grounded over to Camden Johnson at third, and he fields and fires to Dayton Taki for out number 2. Gavin Jones trying to make it a 1-2-3 seventh. Set to face the leadoff man here, Cole Kramer. Top of the order man. Couple of strikeouts tonight, a flyout for Cole Kramer, the TCU second baseman. Jones tosses in the fastball a little bit inside. Gavin Jones, the 1-0 pitch. Oklahoma wants a check down to first base, and our first base umpire says that Cole Kramer checked the swing, so it's ball 2. Jones, the 2-0 pitch. Popped away, foul. Baseball headed back this direction toward our broadcasting booth. 2 balls, 1 strike to Cole Kramer. Again, twice a strikeout victim tonight. He's flown out, and he bats here with the bases empty and 2 down. The 2-1 pitch is rolled over to shortstop Willits. Fields throws, and it's a 1-2-3 seventh. And Oklahoma leads TCU 11-2. It's time to stretch, everybody. This is Sooner Baseball from Learfield.
In Norman, great food and great company come together at Louie's Grill and Bar. Legendary burgers, ice-cold beer, and a lively atmosphere make it an easy choice any day of the week.
Louie's Grill and Bar. Good vibes, great food, and always a good time. Louie's Grill and Bar, an Oklahoma favorite. Tune in every Friday to hear more about the Hal Smith Restaurant Group during The Rush and the Dari Noka Show on The Ref. Racing season is here at Remington Park. Giddy up and let's go racing. Thursday through Saturday with first post time at 6 p.m. Come feel the fastest fun around. Remington Park has the winning experience for everyone. Their casino is open 24 hours a day, and new members earn up to $50 of free play. Explore the excitement of the Oklahoma City casino scene with top games, dining, and entertainment options available. Remington Park Racing and Casino. Call 405-424-1000 or visit remingtonpark.com.
Dorsey Jones GMC in El Reno is family owned and operated, and they take pride in providing a no-pressure, friendly sales process with excellent service. Now, you can't beat that. Be sure to check out the lineups for GMC and get top dollar for your trade. Don't miss out. Drive the best. Just 15 minutes west. Dorsey Jones GMC, I-40 and Highway 81, exit 125 in El Reno, or dorsey-jonesgmc.com. GMC, we are professional grade.
All access audio pass to Sooner Sports. Listen as Toby Rowland and Chris Plank talk all things Sooners. Log on to Soonersports.com/podcast or search Sooner Sports Podcast in your favorite podcast provider. The Sooner Sports Podcast is presented by Allstate and by Riverwind Casino. Kyle Branch had a 3-run home run tonight out to left, and he'll lead things off here in the 7th. Oklahoma can end this thing by plating a run. That would invoke the run rule. So we'll see if the Sooner offense, they've been fantastic through the season's first 3 games. If they can go plate 1 run and end it here in the 7th, make it a clean sweep in Arlington, a little ahead of schedule. Kyle Branch watches the new arm for TCU miss for ball 1. That is Finau, who was warming in the last inning out there. And Finau downstairs, he misses for ball 2. Tyler Finau replacing Ethan Thomas. 2 balls, no strikes to Kyle Branch. And Branch takes a cutter for strike 1. Finau, his 2-1 pitch. Branch, hard hit, and it's past the third baseman, Jack Bell. Made a diving attempt at it, but it got underneath his glove and into left field, and it's a leadoff single for Kyle Branch. So Kyle Branch follows his 3-run bop to left with a single through the left side. Jason Walk jumps in to face Finau. Walk swings and misses. Pitch in on the hands, and he went around on it. Couldn't find it. Jason Walk tonight, struck out looking, singled and scored in the 2nd, was hit by a pitch, scored in the 4th. And he swings and misses again here. Struck out in the 5th and is down 0 balls, 2 strikes to Tyler Finau. Kyle Branch singling through the left side. He's aboard for Jason Walk, the 0-2. Walk, fly ball, left field, drifting back. Eaton has it for out number 1. Located just minutes from the OU campus, Courtyard Norman offers affordable, stylish accommodations with tech-forward amenities and classic Southern hospitality. Book your stay today at Marriott.com/OKCNO. Camden Johnson got the home run party started tonight. 1 of 2 blasts. He and Kyle Branch. Camden Johnson cranked one off the right field foul pole. He takes a slider in there for strike 1. Camden Johnson, a perfect 3 for 3 at the plate tonight. Swings away here. Fly ball that will get foul down the left field line. Camden Johnson, 0 balls, 2 strikes versus Finau. Tyler Finau, right-hander. 6'6", big, tall, 210-pound sophomore right-hander. In front, 0 balls, 2 strikes to Camden Johnson. The pitch. Johnson rips this, but it's foul. Hard hit liner that twisted foul into the netting down the first base right field line. Last season, Finau made just the 1 appearance, struck out 1 in a scoreless inning against Kansas State. That was right here at Globe Life Field. Fastball fouled back by Camden Johnson. Retired all 3 batters that he faced against Kansas State, and that would have been about this time a year ago, February 23rd of last year. But that's it in the way of collegiate appearances until tonight for Tyler Finau, 6'6" right-hander. his 0-2. Skips in there. Camden Johnson lays off, watches for ball one. One ball, two strikes to Camden Johnson. Ground ball up the middle, it's through. Kyle Branch makes the turn at second base, and he slides in safely, and meanwhile, Camden Johnson turns it into a double. So the winning run over at third base in the form of Kyle Branch, and a fly ball from Dayton LaChance could do it. Sooner fans letting some boomer Sooner chants out right here at Globe Life Field. Dayton LaChance, infield for TCU, is in. Trying to cut down Branch at third. LaChance swings, sends it out to left, and it's off the glove, and Oklahoma has Branch sprinting in. Camden Johnson will race in as well, but it's the Kyle Branch run that ends it. As Dayton LaChance lines into left, Cole Eaton can't hang on, and Kyle Branch makes it a clean sweep in Arlington. The final score tonight, Oklahoma 12, TCU 2. Oklahoma baseball still perfect. They take down and topple number 10 TCU, and OU makes a national statement with its first three games of 2026 from right here at the Shriners Children's College Showdown. LaChance ends it with the RBI single to left that plates Branch. The postgame show is next. This is Sooner Baseball from Learfield.
At Brahms, we offer more than just burgers, shakes, and fries. We have an entire fresh market for your everyday grocery needs, from farm fresh milk to meats, freshly baked breads, and produce. We also carry a wide variety of our premium ice cream, frozen yogurt, and sherbet. And with Brahms delivery trucks running 7 days a week, our items are always fresh. Stop by your neighborhood Brahms Fresh Market for an incredibly fast, incredibly convenient grocery shopping experience, so you can spend more time on things that matter most.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation.
Groundworks, the preferred foundation repair company of the Sooners. Schedule a free inspection.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
At Fowler Dodge, we're all about delivering vehicles that work as hard as you do. With a wide selection of new and certified pre-owned vehicles, our team is here to make the car buying process easy. And with competitive pricing, flexible financing, and instant trade-in appraisals, we'll help you drive off with confidence. Start your journey today. Shop online or visit Fowler Dodge to get started.
Used Ford trucks. We have more because we give you more for your trade at Bob Moore Ford. In fact, we have over 30 used trucks in stock right now. F-150s, F-250s, F-350s, whatever you're looking for. We have the used Ford truck for you. Choose from XLTs, Lariats, King Ranches, and Platinums. Get the used Ford truck you want at the affordable price you need. Only at Bob Moore Ford at I-35 and Southeast 89th Street or online at bobmooreford.com.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Have lunch at Norman's favorite hidden treasure, Midway Deli, tucked away at the corner of Chautauqua and Eufaula. We may be a little hard to find, but we're even harder to forget. Midway features delicious gourmet sandwiches and a great selection of homemade soups, pastas, and stews. Whether it's lunch or catering or booking our food truck, you'll love the food from Midway. Open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. every day. Breakfast is served all day. The Midway, serving great food to Norman since 1955.
Burnt out on sugary sodas and souped-up energy drinks? Time to change the game with H2O, the MVP of fresh brewed goodness. With dozens of obsession-worthy flavors like sweet coconut, Georgia peach, and Texas chai, you can mix and match your favorites to dial in your perfect cup. They've got snacks and coffee on deck, too. So here's the play. Visit H2O.com to find locations or download the app to order online. You'll score a free tea for signing up and start stacking points with every sip. H2O, real tea, real refreshing.
At Fowler Dodge, we're all about delivering vehicles that work as hard as you do. With a wide selection of new and certified pre-owned vehicles, our team is here to make the car buying process easy. And with competitive pricing, flexible financing, and instant trade-in appraisals, we'll help you drive off with confidence. Start your journey today. Shop online or visit Fowler Dodge to get started.
Power. It's more than what lights your home. It's what you do with it. And you do wonders. That's why OG&E works to make the way we bring you power even more reliable. The way you live is rapidly changing. So we're making your power even smarter. And as your energy needs change, we're working to keep your rates as low as possible. Because for power to work for everyone, we've got to make your power go further. At OG&E, we energize life.
For comprehensive coverage of college baseball and softball all season long, tune to Sirius XM College Sports Radio, Channel 84 in the car and on the Sirius XM app. Swing and a miss! Sirius XM is the home of your favorite team and conference, including live games, plus interviews and analysis. So cheer along with the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere.
Swing and a miss, she struck her out.
Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2025.
It's a final in Arlington. Oklahoma baseball still unbeaten, and they've made one heck of a statement over the course of this weekend. Oklahoma victorious tonight. 12-2 is the final